I'm asking if you can, on the $5 on the app that I scanned, I'm asking for help because that's what it says.
And I did show it to you online where it's listed as $11, right?
But it says here, $5 though. So where's the disconnect?
Then
where's the disconnect?
Check out. But if it's not helping me,
bro, it says associate can help, bro. Bro, you're no help, bro. You're no help.
You have to leave. Have a great day. How's my saying? Please do.
Huh?
I don't know how that works.
You don't know how it
Come
works.
here from Punjab.
Okay, I'll transfer it to you. Yeah. Void whatever you just scanned. Get rid of it, because you guys should know what scan and go is, right? It says I can pay at the register, so it'll bring up everything that I have. You know what I mean? You think it's gone? Try to do scan and go. Told me to just bring it to our register, but then it said to check the items, but I don't know. I'm just gonna transfer it to the register so it all comes up and I can just pay. Yo. It actually says I already paid. So my card is paid for. Yeah, that's fine. So it says I already paid. So I'm already paid for. Yeah. Yeah, everything in the card. I'll show the guy up there. He's gonna check me anyways. Yeah, scan and go. It's supposed to be scan and go, not scan and wait. It's supposed to be quick. Thank you. I'm finding a price checker in here. It's a little tough. They have a click and find over there, but I don't know. If this Lego's like lower, we're definitely taking the Legos, and I gotta check out sneakers too. So full cart game all day. Let's go. $27. So we're gonna get it. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get that. Not something that I would collect. But look at that. Bro. Just look at that. We're gonna pay $27. That's a quad up.
Double up.
This place is unbelievable, dude. We got an extra large car right now. Mega profits. Let's go. All right, guys. Trip 1. We've got a lot of good stuff. Something posted over there.
Oh, it's super perfect.
Says who?
It says my man.
Where is it over there?
And none of those rules are posted.
Right, none of the rules are posted, so I would just like to ring out and I'm gonna just leave. So,
Unfortunately, we can't. It's super perfect.
where is it posted?
It's a store rule.
Where? Where is the store
It's
rule?
store policy.
Show me the store policy.
Eventually.
Do you guys have who's the manager here tonight? I just would like to speak to them. It's already in a carriage. If you could tell them in electronics.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, it's not a problem. Sometimes we do it just based on.
You have a mask by chance?
I don't. That's okay. I know Florida doesn't have a mask mandate. I've been pretty good so far.
Alright, well, I cannot serve you if you're not wearing a mask.
We're literally getting all of this for $204.54. That's crazy. I'm already finished. I already finished it, yeah.
Put them aside so we know exactly what to do.
Yeah, no, it's all set. I didn't want to unpack it, though. It's all big items.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to know.
Yep, we already got them. Excuse me. You okay? You good?
Yeah.
You do this to anybody else, though? Just wondering.
No, I work.
I know you work.
Security cameras on the
Right. Are you security, though? Are you asking protection? Or are you just trying to, like, make sure to help people here? You know
No,
what I mean?
we have to air.
Do you mind if can I get in there so I can scan the stuff? Or
no, that's not allowed.
no? I'm gonna need a little bit of your time. So if you're just gonna stand there and hold the games here, I mean they're clearance items. I'm not gonna run off and steal them. Nope, I don't want that one. I want to scan every one of them, so that's why I'm saying, can you just stand there and I can like just do it really quick? This is becoming not very helpful right now.
So I can't leave the case unlocked.
I don't want you to leave the case unlocked. I just want to be able to. Okay, I don't want that one.
They're all coming up as been marked. Oh yeah, these are with the clearance of the department manager within that.
I need to scan the front of it because the barcode's not working, so I just need to do a little image scan. Y'all able to grab the manager? No, I don't need to print it. I just want to talk to your manager.
You're good? I am. Give me a second. Okay. Yes, love.
She's yelling out shit in front of everybody that's just uncalled for. So I don't know. Are you the manager?
I'll
Okay.
talk to him.
So No, you yelled out front. You said you yelled to me when I was walking. You said, "You want to pay for the item? Like, am I stealing it or something?"
I said you want the
I'm not
receipt.
stealing it.
I
No,
didn't
that's
ask
not what you
you
said. That's not what you said. You want to know why? Because we got cell phones and we get it on video. So what are you talking about? You lying? Stop lying. Right?
I'll be with you in a
Stop
second, okay?
lying. So I paid for this item.
So it went.
A bunch of the
went
stuff
through,
here.
you-
I know it went through because I was trying to show you on the app.
Okay.
So I paid all this stuff right on the purchase, right?
Okay.
And then I need to make a second purchase because I forgot I wanted to use my rewards. So I used this. I had $17.
Okay.
And didn't charge me anything.
Yeah, because that's the Target rewards.
Correct. And that's
Okay.
what I tried to explain. But she's trying to tell me I didn't pay for the item. And then as I'm walking, she yells out in front of everybody, "Do you want to pay for that item?"
And on the walkie.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you hear me on the walkie?
No, she called
Exactly.
me.
I called her.
Come on. Come on. It's cool, but like, you know what I mean? Don't lie. I know you're embarrassed, but it's cool.
I'm embarrassed.
All right.
I'm embarrassed.
But I'm good, right? Like I'm not stealing?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
appreciate you. Thank you. I'll be back in too. I gotta get some more stuff. Thank you. Easy, man. I'll be back in too. I can't.
We're not crazy, man. Just let us do our job now.
But it's not part of doing your job. You're being a little crazy, man. You guys counted 6. My man was right.
No.
He counted
No,
6, right?
It's 7 there. It's 7 yards there.
But that's not 7, man. That's something different on the receipt. That's 4 different things, man. He already did his
No,
job.
but you have 7. No.
No, I don't.
Sorry. Did you just do the self checkout over
I did.
Sorry.
Don't they do that at the door?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. I had a problem yesterday too. I had to speak to a manager, but it's okay. All right, I fit 20 on here. I need to find another card to get the rest. All right, we got them. 32 of them, plus the Gujitsus. $10 a piece. We're gonna hold that big price. Let's go experience the Walmart red carpet special. Let's see how good they treat us. Are they gonna tell us 20 items or less? Or are they gonna understand when I tell them scan and go? And the regular registers cannot. I mean, I guess they could, but I don't know if they could because I've been denied. So we're gonna go to self-checkout because that's what Scan and Go tells us to do. Just be respectful. Cool with that, Ian? Is that cool with you like that? Or I can turn it away if you know.
I don't want to be in it.
All right, cool. We gotta be respectful. I see you peeking. You wanna be in it? I see you peeking over there.
happened? Are you sliding?
Curiosity got you famous, you know what I mean? Ready? Watch this, ready? What's up, man? Hi. How you doing? Have a good night. Can't stop the hustle. He's probably looking like, there's no way, whew, saying I don't buy my stuff. Who's saying I ain't buying this stuff, man? Like I don't buy my hustle. Come on. You guys know better. All right, cool. 323, we got 215. Oh, we got somebody chasing me. He's chasing me. He's like, hello, hello. What's up?
You see receipt? Can I see receipt?
Oh, there's no way you're chasing me out here right now in the parking lot.
Why?
Excuse me, unless you're accusing me of stealing,
You know.
there's no way, dude. Dude, you just ran down the parking lot.
I don't want to see receipt because he told me you check receipt. That's why.
You just ran down the parking lot. You were like, oh,
No.
right?
I just request you.
Check it out. Let's look at it together. Let's look.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
What's your name? What is it?
Rajesh.
Rajesh. My man. Have a good night. Oh man, these people so lucky, man. Yo, homeboy ran from Walmart. See, this is why I love lives. You never know what's gonna happen. Like, homeboy ran out of the front door like, sir. I'm gonna take them all, so don't even bother. This whole thing's coming with me, so. Getting some for yourself? No? They could at least smile. At least 100 pounds.
They're not going to be sold. Excuse me.
What is going on in this Walmart right now, bro? All right, so we're gonna pay with a different card. Transfer to register, scan the barcode. Okay, 4. As long as it says that, 4.
Sir, so how many items you pick?
5. Have a good day.
Where's 6, sir?
Ma'am, I suggest you let go, ma'am.
How many
Am I stealing?
Receipt.
Am I stealing? You don't want a lawsuit.
Well, receipt, sir.
Ma'am.
Receipt, sir.
Ma'am.
Sir, receipt.
Ma'am. I'm telling you right now. Hey, get a manager, because the next call is going to be to my fucking lawyer. Get a manager right now. And get head of security, too. Do it again. These Walmart-ass clowns, bro. Walmart warriors at their finest, bro. Come on, man. They don't know who they're messing with, honestly. We're going to go back inside. Let's go! All right, guys, look at this. Ready? Look, I like messed up my camera. So look at this. Ready? You can see me. You can hear you. Well, you can't see me yet. Ready? Ready? Boom, boom. Now you can see me. What is up, Hustleholics? Man, I'm telling you, what's going on with? I can't hear my headphones, bro. Shit's crazy. Welcome to Saturday night. We got the OG full card gang. Are we good? Yeah, we sound good. We sound good. I'm looking at the monitor. Yeah, we sound good, baby. Man, I was thinking, man. I'm like, I almost went to a Target because I actually found a ton of stuff at a Target today. And I filmed the video. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to another Target. And then I just got really tired, bro. I was just like, it started downpouring. I went to this other Target. I walked in. Nothing. Nada. And I'm like, you know what? I don't source or pre-source stores a lot of times. But why does this hat look all mangled, bro? This shit's all mangled. This shit's all mangled, bro. What's up with that? I came home and I started looking at the internet and I'm like, bro, maybe the internet can save me. And then I started looking at stuff and I'm like, yo, the internet is so dumb and I need to share with you some of the dumbness. So I hope everybody's doing well. Happy Easter, right? Tomorrow's Easter. Happy Easter to everybody. We're going to hang out tonight for a little bit, so stay tuned. Look at the face. That's a face only a mother could love, right? Poor Linz. We always catch Linz on the bad faces. She came out with a good video, though. It's called Internet Posts So Dumb, They're Funny. Now, you guys know I have a low tolerance for stupidness, but this is actually kind of wild. I have to hear. I have to see this. Let's go, Linz. Shout out everybody in the chat. Oh, you know what I didn't do, though? Hold on a second. You know what I didn't do? I didn't. Where is it? My bad. I was going to play games tonight, too, and I was like, nah. I want to watch some YouTube, bro. There's too much good content out there right now. There really is. This content's crazy. All right, boom. All right, we should be good now. All right, Linz, take it away. Let's go.
Can you deep fry with motor oil? For my kid's birthday party, I promised to make some of my best deep fried recipes for the dinner. However, I was in a jam and I didn't have any. By the way, it wasn't actually motor oil. It was a synthetic castor, to be precise.
Who's even asking these questions? Who's asking these questions? Can you deep fry with motor oil?
I was running late and I didn't have time to get oil. What? You poisoned your kid and all of his friends at his birthday party. Did you just admit to a crime online? Somebody said, I can't imagine that is safe. Did you eat the food? Did you have any adverse reactions? Please, I gotta know. I wanna read the rest of this thread. It probably tasted like garbage. No, not probably. It definitely tasted like garbage.
What the hell?
Afterwards, they're all like, vroom, vroom, let's go. I eat liver before drinking so the alcohol doesn't know which liver to attack.
These have to be rage bait posts, bro.
Yo.
These have to be rage bait posts. They have to be. There's no way these are like actual. Oh, we got that 1080p qual. Again, look at Linz's face, bro.
We always pause at the right time, right, Linz? Holy shit.
Oh, that's some big brain stuff. Because you know, alcohol is damaging to your liver, right? So if you eat liver, the alcohol will be like, yo, die, die, die. And your actual liver inside will be like, yay, happy, happy. I'm hoping this is a joke because
I hope it's a joke
that's
too,
not
man. That's
how
crazy.
it works. I don't even want to explain it. That's crazy. Somebody posted a photo from a lecture with a filter of a girl floating above the head and it says, getting the answers. And then somebody said, how did no one see? You mean, how did no one see this cartoon girl floating above another person? And then somebody said, because it's a filter and it doesn't really appear in front of them. Only on the screen the user is filming. Well, duh. Ooh, some people should just not be on the internet.
They wrote that post with the utmost confidence too. They literally wrote that post. It's like, how do they not see? Unless it was sarcasm. But honestly, today's day and age, man, I doubt it. I doubt it. They were definitely serious, right? They were definitely serious.
That's concerning. Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Lindsay Ivan, back with another video. We are looking at more dumbos on the internet. And this...
Hey, shout out to Icelandic glacial water who decided to make their spring water into a friggin' square. And this does not fit in a cup holder at all. Really good water. Not sponsored. But man, I mean, could they have made it a little bit more car friendly? Car friendly.
This one is really wild, okay? It gets crazy. If you like this series and you want to see more, I will have a playlist linked up above that you can binge watch, also in the description as well. And yeah, if you're excited and you're ready, then smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and leave me a little comment because I love reading them. Unless they're mean. Don't leave mean comments. There's no reason for that. Anyway, let's continue on with the video. Hard-boiled eggs are disgusting. I almost died eating one. The crunchy soft mix is absolutely disgusting.
Crunchy soft mix?
It's like eating a ravioli covered with chips. Bro, were you just taking a hard-boiled egg and just, you weren't peeling it back or anything? Yo, I'm sure that shell has like more protein or vitamins or something in it, calcium, I'm sure, or something that's good for you, but yeah, that's not pleasant at all. Ooh, that grainy texture. I think ravioli covered in chips would taste way better. In fact, I'm kind of craving it now. Patient dies after family member.
Tetsumaki in the building. What's good, brother?
Unplugs ventilator to plug in cooler at a hospital? Oh my God. Oh, that person's going to hell. That is whew. Since it was very hot in the isolation ward, his family members brought in an air cooler. Oh, you are so disowned by your family.
Why are you unplugging anything in a hospital?
There's no way you can make that up. Bro, why would you unplug the... Oh, wow. These were posted on Snapchat. Man versus industrial shredder. Wow, I wonder what will happen if you stick your hands into a shredder with sharp blades. The next one says, I removed my ribs and now I can't walk without a cord.
What the hell is that? I removed my ribs and now I can't walk without a corset? Definitely gay. That's definitely gay.
Set. You don't say. You mean the ribs that are there for structural integrity to cover your vital organs? Yeah, I wonder why we have those. Now, that's not clickbait. I know. I've seen this guy. He wanted to be like the human Ken. Yeah, your whole body is jelly. Oof.
That's crazy. I want to know who's the plastic surgeon that would actually do all those surgeries and allow that to happen continuously. That's what I want to know. Unless he's flying out of the country.
People are just no. This was on a TikTok about making pickles yourself, and somebody said, why do you use cucumber and not pickles? And the creator said, pickles are cucumbers. Have you ever tasted a cucumber? Yeah, I don't think so. They were showing you how to make pickles, how to pickle a cucumber to turn it into a pickle, because a pickle is a cucumber that's been pickled. Pickle Rick. Good morning, everyone. I was hoping to get an idea. There was a need in our area for a homeschooling center, a place where you pick your kids' homeschooling programs and a group of adults would oversee the work get completed during the day. A chance to get out of the public school system without having to give up a parent working and bring an income. Kind of like a day program. It's still just a thought in my head and so many details to go over, but I'd like to see the interest in our town.
Now, I've actually thought of homeschooling my kids. Now, there's a couple of things that go through people's heads when you say that. One is, oh, do you think you know better than a teacher? And that's not how it works. And that's how ignorant and uneducated like people are. That's not how it works at all. And then the second thing is, oh, they're going to lose social skills. And it's like, bro, when you're in school, your main objective is to is not to socialize. It's to learn. Not to fuck around. You go to school, you learn. So you take the learning aspect, you can still put them in the social sports, extracurricular activities, all that stuff. There's such a false narrative about homeschooling. It's wild. Vinny Cousin, the building zesty Saturdays are underway, baby.
A place where you can drop off your kids and then pick them up after their learning is done. If only there was a place where adults would oversee the education of children. You mean a school? Because what you're describing is a school. You go to work, they go to school. You get them at the end of the day. You don't gotta stop working and bringing in income. Adults will look, you know what? Please don't homeschool your kid. I am concerned. Not gonna lie, overcooked pasta is so good with garlic, salt, and permanent cheese.
Yo, permanent cheese. Permanent is the cousin of Parmesan. That's an iPhone autocorrect error right there. Samsung would never autocorrect that. That's a fucking Apple autocorrect right there.
It's my favorite kind of cheese too. Brie, cheddar, mozzarella, permanent, all my favorite types of cheeses. Ooh, but I love a good garlic salt.
And that was Swiss cheese that she said permanent. It wasn't even Parmesan. Oh, good Lord. Come on, Linz. I mean, look, you look Irish, you don't look Italian, so I get it.
Cheesy pasta. Carb me up, baby. Whoa.
Might even be French.
Oh, this is like an obstacle illusion. Somebody said obstacle illusion, and it's like, yeah, bro, it's like confusing me, LOL. It's unexpected. It's optical illusion. You know, like the optics, optical, your
optical,
eyes, optic
yes.
nerve, optics. Need
Optic,
male
yes.
puppy name suggestions. Boy or girl? Okay, let's take that back a little. Male puppy name suggestions.
Male puppy.
So I think it's a girl.
Oh, God.
Every warning label has a story, and in this shop, the gas booster is not an energy drink. Because I guess people were buying gas booster that says energize your car, and they thought, wow, it's an energy drink, you know, those little like 5-hour energy shots.
These are stupid young generation people. These are the same people that the people that thought this are the same people that were eating Tide Pods. Those are the people that were doing this. The same people that were the ones that were lighting themselves on fire in the shower for some challenge. Good Lord.
They're like,
Oh, that tastes disgusting. I guess it's working though. Vroom, vroom.
and I guess it happened so many times that they had to label it that do not drink this. It's for your car and not for you. A guy says he was questioned on a plane for doing math during a flight. A woman sitting next to the Ivy League economist told flight crews she had security concerns about the man after seeing him write in a foreign script. Turns out to be a differential equation. Yeah.
Oh, 100% that woman was a white woman, a white liberal woman from Newton, Massachusetts. 100%.
Yeah, you're sounding racist there, Karen, not gonna lie. He's planning on how to take the plane down. He's doing the math right beside me on how he's gonna... Calm down, Karen. I saw all these posts on Facebook this week that sandpaper on my wiper blades would rid the ice. Well, it did, but now my windshield is all scraped to shit. Bro, sandpaper. It's rough, glass, scratches easily. You just destroyed your whole windshield.
Bro, why do we listen to the internet? You know, it says internet posts so dumb they're funny. It should be internet posts of dumb people. It's funny. I can't believe. I mean, okay. On a AI, I bet you AI makes it look good, right? Oh, put sand on there. It'll take away the ice. In theory, you think, okay, well, I put sand on the ground sometimes to get my car unstuck if it's sliding on ice, because the sand will generate traction, hopefully, and you can get your car unstuck. But I think they're missing the boat, because when you put the sand on the ground, you're putting it on a pavement as when you put it on your windshield. Listen, you know what? I can't. They're dumb motherfuckers. I can't. There's no reasoning. You're right. They're right. Next.
Now you got a Speedy Glass Repair, Speedy Glass Replace that. That's expensive. That's a very expensive mistake. Wow, that's concerning. Don't believe everything you see online, okay? King crab is the best. If only it wasn't so dangerous to catch. I don't know, I got crabs in college. It really wasn't that hard.
Oh, shit, bro. What is going on? I got crabs in college, and it really wasn't that hard. Oh, good Lord.
Ew, thanks for sharing.
First of all, love your honesty, but we don't need to put that information online. No one needs to know what you got and what you don't got going on. Second, besides the oversharing, maybe they're not talking about the STD, STI. They're talking about an actual king crab, like fishing. But Okay. A cat with homophobia in its eyes. Yeah, look at that cat. Totally hates the LGBTQIA plus community. It likes to discriminate against them. Not heterochromia. Not at all. Definitely homophobia.
Gay!
Realizing after being alive for 20 plus years that the phrase case sensitive when putting in a password was referring to capital and lowercase letters and not in fact the phone case. When I tell you I used to literally take my phone case out of its case because I thought that's why my password wasn't working. Oh no, baby, that's concerning. I have never once thought that. Case sensitive, I knew automatic.
Bro, this reminds me of a story when I used to work at Saks Fifth Avenue. And every time somebody made a purchase, we'd have to log them in our system. So like the very first thing how we would look people up would be their address, right? It would be their address. So we'd come up and we'd be like, all right, street name. And one dude was like, yo, D Money or something, whatever street. He gave me his actual street name. And I'm like, no, like actual street name. And we had a laugh, but that's a real story. I believe there are real people like this, and I'm trying to really hold in and be as nice as I can. But unfortunately, due to experience, I 1,000% believe these are real.
They're talking about caps lock. Woo, woo, wow. When I just realized my birthday is 9 months after my mom's. You know what your mom likes to do on her birthday? A little birthday. But Sophia,
shit.
Poor innocent baby Sophia, commented, does that mean she was 1 when you were born?
Oh my God.
She gave birth to you when she was only 1 year old? How does that even work? Sophia, baby, go back to school. Go to a sex ed class. Get off of TikTok, please.
Get off of meth.
I ate a whole bag of Cool Ranch one time and got food poisoning. And then somebody commented, check the inspiration date? Yes, let me check the bag real quick. Inspiration date, April 4th, 2024. I did feel inspired back then. I felt very inspired. I can't eat them anymore because if I do, it won't inspire me. No. Yeah, expiration date, but nice try. You have such gorgeous blonde hair. Why do you dye the roots black? Oh, Rod.
Hey, shout out to my ladies out there with their uncolored roots.
Gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him? It's not gonna be me. Now, if you are a man watching this video and you are still confused, her natural hair color is black, and it's coming through because she has dyed on top of that, and then hair grows. But you know, that's fine.
Who cares? Who cares? Who cares?
All right, folks, those are all the dumbos we'll be looking at in today's video. Again,
bro, what is going on with these people? I'm telling you, I 1,000% believe these people. That like I don't believe that they're being fake, phony, or anything like that. I believe 1,000% that they are actually legitimately asking and inquiring those questions, which is unfortunate. Unfortunate. And like I said, I was gonna go to Target tonight, and instead of going to Target tonight, I found some Target videos. Target has lost control. Influencers, fights, and total meltdowns. Let me tell you something. And I get the hiccups now. That's great. In Target, not so much Walmart, but then again, I don't go in Walmart as much anymore. But in Target, I always see quote unquote influencers, or I at least see these young kids with people following them with cameras and they're going around doing stupid shit. Most of the time I see that in Target. I don't see a lot of it in Walmart. But again, I'm not in Walmart as much. So let's see what's going on here. Target's lost control. Influencers, fights, and total meltdowns with Rockstar Flipper. What the hell is going on in Target?
Hey, what's up, guys? Here I am in Target, my local Target, right? Check this out. So we're in the boys section, guys.
And we're starting with an influencer.
Boys clothes section. I want to show you over here. This is the clothing you have for boys. Dinosaurs are cool, right? There's a big rainbow behind the dinosaur. But we're not going to stop there. We got a cloud, hula hooping with a rainbow. What's this? Trucks are cool, right? Picking up a rainbow. Why are we picking up a rainbow, guys? Why is this boys clothing today?
We check out a ton of Walmart freakouts and meltdowns on this channel, but today we're going to switch gears and go to Target, everyone's favorite, more upper class store that recently seems like it's not so upper class with all of the crazy videos I see coming out of your local.
Hey, we've been saying it, man. Target is the new Walmart. I've been saying it every time I go into Target. I'm telling you right now, Target is the new Walmart. I've been saying it.
Target store. So without further ado, let's jump into it and see all these random crazy people acting a fool inside of the big bullseye store.
Hey, what's up, guys? Here I am in Target, my local Target, right? Check this out. So we're in the boys section, guys. Boys clothes section. I want to show you over here. This is the clothing you have for boys. Dinosaurs are cool, right? There's a big rainbow behind the dinosaur. But we're not going to stop there. We got a cloud, hula hooping with a rainbow. What's this? Trucks are cool, right? Picking up a rainbow. Why are we picking up a rainbow, guys? Why is this boys' clothing today? I'm not done. Like Baby Shark? Bye-bye. There's masculinity. That's what they're doing. They're destroying masculinity. Guys, it's time to stand up against this wokeness. We need to stand up as parents and leaders and fathers. Like and follow for more.
So he's referring to the fact that Target does a lot of LGBTQ plus promotions, and they had a whole section. This was a big controversy last year in 2025. I don't think it went back to 2024. And he's just saying, like, we're putting rainbows, which are typically like a symbol for the LGBTQ community, and they're putting it on boys' clothes, and they're trying to, you know, skew the outlook. And he's also wearing a shirt there with male, female, God made. So he's clearly conservative, right-wing, Republican, which, again, I don't have a problem with anybody on the left or the right. I have a problem with the extremists, and there's a lot of people in the middle that can be, you know, sort of moderate on either side. We all got to work together, but I get what side he's on. I understand what he's referring to. And Target had a lot of pushback on the LGBTQ, the rainbow, the gay and lesbian community, and what clothing and sections they put out. And so there was a huge boycott, and they ended up...
Here's my thing. You ready? Ready for this? I understand, and I get it, but there's two sides of it. One, there's a difference in putting a rainbow on a shirt, and there's a difference in grooming. Right? Like they had a lot of grooming when they put it front and center so every kid sees like two men and whatever. If you don't want your kid exposed to that, right? There's like a difference in that. And then there's a difference in trucks picking up a rainbow. Look, I get it. Rainbow has become a symbol of being gay. And on the other side, just don't shop there. Right? Like that's an idea too. Don't shop there. If it's not being thrown at your face and forced down your throat, you know, whatever.
Removing that stuff, and now you have what you have. Maybe they're trying to be less obvious about it, trying to be more coy about it. I'm not really sure. I don't follow Target. I don't even shop at Target. I've been to Target once in like the last 2 years. I just don't go in there, like maybe Christmas or something. And this guy's trying to make his point that Target is woke. We should, you know, people on his side should boycott it. They shouldn't go there, and they should call him out on this stuff. So what?
And that's actually kind of mild. The fact that he's picking up folded shirts, folded T-shirts, that's actually mild.
Do you think? Are you okay with that rainbow clothing for little boys? Is it? Do you think that it's Target trying to be coy about it? Target trying to slip in that LGBTQ stuff without having the big display that they had last time that got them boycotted?
That's what I'm talking about.
Or is it just innocent clothing? Let me know in the comments.
Goddamn humans.
Bro, what? What is she doing? What?
Oh my God.
What is she? There's no way this is real. There's no way she thought that that was supposed to be like that, bro. There's no way. There's no way. I'm so confused. Bro, ain't no way that was actually just a thing. They had to do it for the camera. There's no way well, yeah, okay.
Did she not understand that she could have backed it out or moved the... What? Are humans just dumb, or is it just Americans? I'm going to get a lot of comments.
No, it's humans. It's humans.
Comments about that, but my lord, sometimes I wonder why we don't know the truth about aliens, and then I remember it's people like this that cause them to fly by and just keep on going.
Stay back, stay back, stay back.
Ooh.
Stay back. Oh, wow. Don't even try to run away. Okay? No, hey, no, stay back. Push the cart. Push the cart in. Stay back. Stay back. Stay back.
What's going on?
Oh
wow, what's happening?
I'm literally just walking in the
They got the kid. You got the kid on the cameras, and that looks like it's her mom.
Her daughter pushed this whole baby.
Somebody steal? Oh hell no! Did she just escort that? Did she just escort her to the other door, bro? Okay, real quick. What this looks like to me is that they were going through the entrance and she ushered her cart to the other side and led her to the actual exit, not the entrance side. Though, okay, again, two sides, right? One, I always make it a point to go through the exit, right? But sometimes, if I'm being distracted, I'll just go through the entrance. If I was ever stopped like that and I was dragged like a little kid around to the other side, I'd probably go viral with my response. It would definitely go viral. But I think she's maybe taking advantage of her because maybe she sees a little girl and she's a fat retail employee and she's just trying to throw her weight literally around.
Nothing, no, do not. You stole that car? My sister, he's coming. You shoot it and go after the shoe coming with me. Go, do not.
Wow. Crazy.
Steal an entire cart full of merchandise? Pretty ballsy. Gets busted, and then her family member, who may be her sister, might be her mom.
I'm confused.
I don't even know. They try to act like anything else. She wasn't doing anything wrong. She gives the cart back. No,
but
you
where
were
was she?
halfway
Where
out
was
the
she
door and they
dragging
caught
the
you,
cart though?
and that's the only reason.
It looked like she was leading her to the exit. Where was she going?
That you're actually just letting it go and walking out. She's very lucky, maybe they did, not lucky, that the cops weren't sitting there waiting for her. Unfortunately, I wish they were, because shoplifting costs all the rest of us more money when they have to up the price of those items. So I think people like this, they need to go to jail and learn a lesson. It's the only way they're going to learn it.
Are you reselling? No, for my mom.
Are you reselling?
I'm on TikTok though.
Did girl TikTok live? Reselling. Shut up.
What? There's 900 people watching y'all. Yeah, they're mad. Yeah, I'm just here for the reaction. I know people are gonna get upset.
People always get upset with cameras.
I know. That's so right. They're like, hey, reselling. Oh, hopefully I don't get jumped after this.
People get so mad. These Starbucks tumbler, Stanley tumbler cup drinks drops where they, put out a certain limited number. Remember the bear cup? They end up going, 20, 30 bucks.
I like Starbucks, but like Starbucks, like collectors and shit. Listen, scalpers all have a look. Starbucks resellers, they all have a friggin' look, bro.
In the store, 40 bucks, and then people put them on eBay for $200-300, and a lot of other people who actually want them to keep them are screwed because the resellers go in there and clear them out to make huge profits. And you got to remember, you can hate on the resellers all you want, but if they're buying 10, 15, 20 cups, they're making enough on $200-300 profits to pay the mortgage. So for them, it's not just a cup or a widget or this or that, and you guys can scream. They're paying their bills perfectly legally. You don't have to like it, but that's the way it is. And some people will call them scalpers. I hate the word scalpers. You know why? Because that's not what a scalper is. They are a retail arbitrage reseller. They go into a store, they buy an item for 20 bucks that sells on Amazon or eBay for 50 bucks.
I agree. But the only people I do call scalpers are those Pokemon, those Pokemon people that go in with their hoodies on and they wait and they go and they clear the shelf and they follow the friggin' distributor lady or a guy around to each store, and they all have the same look, bro. They all look alike. It's like they're all cousins.
That's retail arbitrage reselling. If you don't know what a scalper is and what the difference is, go look up what a scalper is and then come back and tell me that you were wrong. Stop calling these people scalpers.
For location, let's get this ironed out. Check your HR emails. We were going into a different one. They didn't need us there. They sent us here. You guys are good to go. What do you mean we're good to go? Go ahead and bring the guys in.
You're not even on the phone, dude. Come on, get out of the store.
See if I was on the phone or not. Here. You guys can get to work. We're all good.
Oh,
Everyone
shit.
gets to work. If you guys want to go ahead and take
Are those
over
all
the
fake
lanes,
employees?
Get out. No, go ahead and take over the lanes. Go ahead and I need people at self-check.
Look at them freak out.
These are my workers. These are my workers.
You guys need to
Customer, you're good.
Customer, hey, I got y'all right here. Look. No.
Restop.
Do not
Bro.
You guys get off the lane. You guys do not work here. You guys are good. Get out.
You're literally cleaning this right now. What are we talking about?
This is a grade A prank. They brought in like 15 people to overwhelm this guy's store. The cops will come in and take it.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I like that. That was funny.
But these little pranksters on TikTok and Instagram, they're the worst. But you got to admit, some of it's kind of funny to watch them come into a store and take over a Target checkout area. It's dumb. They deserve a lot of bad things that I can't say on YouTube without getting in trouble. But it is kind of funny either way. I get why people watch it.
We scored, boys.
Right here. These, look, they all look the same. Look. Look.
Yeah, we scored, boys.
Wait, hold on. Hey.
Look at him, look at him, look at him.
Really, guys? Dude, what the?
This is what I don't do. Because I will knock someone out, bro. People start pushing and all this other shit, bro. This is crazy. Usually Target's more organized than this.
Yeah, again, calling these people scalpers, they're not. They're just called retail arbitrage resellers.
Nah, those are scalpers. Those Pokemon people, bro, they're scumbags. They really are.
Scalpers is a whole nother business, a whole nother avenue of the way they do things. This is literally retail arbitrage, RA. It's what's called RA, retail arbitrage, where you go to a store, you buy stuff, you take it home, you sell for more online. But this guy is going, really, guys? This is what we're doing? Really, guys? Slow down. Well, he's doing the exact same thing. People are like, oh my God, it's a grown adults acting like children over some, cardboard cars, whatever. These are mortgage payments. These guys going into stores and clearing this stuff out. I've seen them go to store to store to store to store in one day and make like $5,000, $10,000 in 1 or 2 days of work. So you got to understand, they don't see it as cardboard. They don't see it as cutting off little kids. They don't see it as scalping. They don't see it even as RA retail arbitrage.
That's right.
All they see is dollar signs. It is greed, but it's reselling. One store is offering a product at X price and another place sells it for Y price. They're making their profit and they're paying their bills. So while you may not like
It's true, man.
it is legal in the majority of instances. There's a few exceptions.
It's true. It is true.
And it is profitable and they don't care about anything else. You can call them whatever you want. Scalpers, resellers, they're making the mortgage payment in one day that takes you all month to make.
Do you mind stepping out of the vehicle and just talking?
Facts.
Real quick, maybe not in front of your kids is the best thing to have them see.
We were at UPS and then we stopped at Target. He got cat food.
Did anything possibly happen at Target?
No, and I didn't. I don't have anything. I didn't.
Okay. Well, it seems like you might have an idea as to what happened.
No,
So we're gonna have an officer go over there, figure out what happened, and then you're gonna, kind of fill us in as to what happened, so we can figure it out.
You were holding a pack of Pokemon cards. Did you switch out the barcodes on them? There's a video showing that. Have you been arrested for shoplifting before?
Yes.
Okay, so then this isn't a new concept. Playing
Of
stupid
course,
or sitting here
bro.
trying to bull isn't going to outchange you. All right, pick up anything and head for the door.
No, I don't have anything. No. Okay.
So they have a really good video system there. We're going to just verify that and check it out.
They
Are
do.
you okay?
No.
What's going on?
My kids are there and I'm just scared.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm really
That's okay.
stressed.
Listen, have an officer going to Target. He's going to watch the video, see what they were talking about. We're going to see if we can't resolve this right now, okay?
Is this like a disorderly person's ticket or?
I don't know. Right now you're telling me nothing happened.
I'm scared. I'm nervous. I don't have anything. AKA, I have
Damn,
something
bro.
and I'm scared and nervous because I did something wrong. And can I just get a ticket instead of going to jail because I have my kids in the car? Thieves are the worst. I hate people that steal from other people, that break in, shoplift. I despise it. You don't go into a store and steal stuff. Just pay for it or don't go in the store to begin with. Come on, guys.
Let's turn the phone off. Okay?
Okay, what do you want? I really want. Okay.
We're just making a video, whatever. It's like innocent.
Let's turn the phone off. Okay?
Shut your fucking mouth! Okay, we changed our location. 3.
Honestly, they're just
I got make it.
bro. They're just two girls just having fun. Like they're not being disruptive.
You're right. Okay, go. Here is our final loadout. Wait, where's our drinks? Right here. And fucking burger. We are not harming you. You do not have to come to our video.
Influencers, social media teenage influencers are the worst. They're in the store trying to match products, trying to guess what the other one's going to guess. Manager saw them and was like, bro, like, stop. For real, like, you're wasting time, you're wasting the store.
Yeah, but
You're holding
they're
up products.
harmless.
Just
But it's
get your
harmless.
shopping
That
done.
was
Get the
harmless.
hell out, right?
I've seen the boys go in there. They run into like displays, knock shit over, make a mess, drop milk. Like I've seen some real bad shit. That was innocent.
Right? People love social media influencers, don't they? Not so much. All right, I'm going to wrap it up there for the Target video where people are freaking out, melting down, and going crazy inside of Target stores all the way down to the Starbucks Stanley tumbler cups. What's wrong with y'all? I thought when we left Walmart and we went into Target, we were supposed to act like a couple classes higher. Instead, we got people acting like Walmart level and worse inside of your local bullseye Target store.
Bro, I love how he just said we went from Walmart to Target. We're supposed to go a couple of classes up, not a higher class. We were supposed to go a couple of classes up. Shout out Rockstar Flipper, man. I agree 100%. Although I don't agree with everything, I do agree with a lot of that. Man, my goodness. Bro, I want to go to Japan. Japan is one place I want to go to extremely, and I just really want to go there. Yeah.
South Korea used to have this crazy.
Oh, take
South
it easy.
Korea.
Take it easy there. Take it easy there. How you doing? South Korea is a place I want to go to also. I want to go to so many. I just want to travel, bro. I just want to travel. Check this out. SS Sniper Wolf. Crazy things banned in every single country. This just seemed interesting to me because this was kind of more of like a curiosity thing. I'm curious to know what things are banned in every country. Let's check it out.
South South Korea used to have this crazy law where it was illegal to play video games after midnight if you are under the age of 16. If they had this in America, this would have ended my gaming career. I wouldn't even have a gaming career if I couldn't play video games past midnight, because that's when most of the video game playing happens. So they called this a Cinderella law. You know how Cinderella has to like be home before midnight or she'll turn into a pumpkin? They said no League of Legends, no Valorant, no Fortnite after midnight. If they
Hey. I mean, I don't even know if I can play after midnight because my fossil ass, sometimes I be getting tired after midnight, bro.
catch you playing, you will be fined. How would they know? They gonna check my Wi-Fi? My parents gonna snitch on me? Y'all are the ones harboring a criminal who's playing League of Legends after midnight. Anyways, they realized this was a stupid law and they couldn't control it, so it was repealed in 2021. Did you know certain cheese is banned in the US? This is so annoying for a cheese lover such as myself. I only buy cheese that is made in Europe.
There's actually a cheese that's banned across the world. It's made in Italy, and it's actually a maggot cheese where maggots ferment inside of the cheese. It's crazy. I can't remember what the hell it's called, but maybe this is what she's going to be talking about.
They have strict cheese regulations in Europe where they're not allowed to use synthetic rennet, which is what causes the cheese to like coagulate. So in Italy, they have to make it the old-fashioned way. That's why when you go to Europe and eat a bunch of cheese and you don't feel sick, at least I don't. But in America, unpasteurized cheese is actually banned, and it is prohibited under US health regulations. So milk is all pasteurized, cheese is all pasteurized, so are the eggs. That's why eggs have to go in the fridge, whereas the rest of the world, the eggs go on the shelves. Basically, America does this to kill harmful bacteria, so you don't get salmonella, you don't get food poisoning. That's what they say, but I believe they just pasteurize everything to make it last longer. That's what they do with all the food in America. Add preservatives, spray it with pesticides, pasteurize it, everything to make it last as long as possible. Every time I go to a grocery store, I will mostly buy cheese made in other countries. It's just better.
I mean, remember we were talking about the cheese? Like, cheese is supposed to be refrigerated. That's why I get the block cheese now, like the Parmesan Reggiano. I get it and I grate it myself because I used to buy the cheese on a shelf, and then I thought to myself, hey, wait a minute. How come this cheese can sit on a shelf at room temperature? Something's not right here.
Costco actually has a fresh mozzarella that they fly in from Italy, and it's really good. I take my cheese very seriously. So in Japan,
I love cheese.
It is illegal to make the food on the package bigger than it actually is in real life. So it has to be the same size. And this person checked to make sure that they were actually following the law. And yes, it all matches. It's actual size. So you know what size the food is going to be before you even open up the
Dude, I actually kind of like that law. That's actually a cool law. I like that.
Package. Yeah, I know the Doritos aren't actually that big. I think most people know that a lot of things are banned in North Korea. But the craziest one is probably blue jeans. Jeans are prohibited in North Korea.
What?
Are they simply too casual? They said, nah, not in my country. Because they are viewed as a symbol of American imperialism.
Rocket Man.
So anything that gives American vibes, not allowed. You do not want to know what kind of punishments they will give you. I've heard
they hate us because they ain't us. Not anus, ain't us. Stop being zesty. Not anus, ain't us.
stories of people getting arrested in North Korea, and they made them sit crisscross applesauce for 3 months straight. That doesn't sound so bad. At least they're not beating you up. Bro, have you tried sitting crisscross applesauce for a few hours and then try to walk? And you're telling me they made somebody do this for months? Your legs would probably fall off. You'd forget how to walk. There's cruel, and then there's North Korean punishment cruel. Have you ever made a meme? Well, I hope you didn't make it in Australia because that's illegal. That seems a little crazy. What's the law? Memes cannot be created or distributed in Australia because the country's strong copyright laws. So if you create the meme and you post it, that's fine. But if you take somebody else's meme and put text over it and make it your meme, it's illegal. According to Section 132A, Part 2 of the Copyright Act. Don't you all got some giant spiders to worry about?
That's crazy.
You know, if you live in America...
Speaking of giant spiders, those literally the spiders in Australia look like king crab, bro.
Probably go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, pee, flush the toilet. Stop right
Pascal in the building. What up, Pascal?
there. You've committed a crime without even realizing it. If you were in Switzerland, what's the crime? Taking a midnight pee? No, but flushing the toilet after 10 p.m. is prohibited. You know, apparently Switzerland has some very, very strict noise control laws where they want to maintain the peace in certain residential neighborhoods. They actually enforce this ban. You're not allowed to make a big noise after 10 p.m. Even the flush of the toilet is simply too loud. It might disturb your neighbors.
Wild.
You know, America could never. Meanwhile, the average upstairs neighbor at 10 p.m. make as much noise as possible.
Or if you're married, your wife, right? Bro, Lord knows, man. Lord knows. Listen, when I get up or at night, I try to make the most minimalist noise in ever. My wife literally makes the most noise, not intentionally, She doesn't go in there and intentionally try to make noise. She genuinely tries to be careful, but she makes a lot of fucking noise. I can't explain it. But if you're married, you know that the guys will try to make the most minimalist noise, and the women will make the most noise ever. Again, not intentional, but they do.
No wonder everybody's cortisol level in America is through the roof. Did you know in Canada they banned baby walkers? What?
Hey, Canada. Speaking of Canada, Mr. Pascal's from Canada. Look, they banning baby walkers, those friggin' Canadians.
They literally help babies walk. What, the kids got a raw dog walking now? Like, no assistance. I gotta learn with nothing but your feet. Why it's called walking, not walkersing. Anyways, it was supposed to protect children since they were moving too fast on the baby walker. Oh.
Someone give them a speeding ticket.
Well, I'll show you some real speed. I feel like with this design, they're low-key protected. Like, even if they hit a wall, the base of the walker is gonna hit the wall before the baby can hit the wall. They were simply going too fast, and they had to shut it down. Leave it to the babies for ruining everything. That's why we can't have anything nice. Wait, did you know that Kinder eggs are illegal in the US? I heard about this years ago.
I'm an American living in Australia, and this is a Kinder Surprise, and they are illegal in the United States.
Wait, I feel like they have Kinder Surprise eggs now. Maybe they changed this law, but this definitely used to be a law where these chocolate eggs were banned because there was a toy inside of them.
It's like chocolate egg, and you're supposed to open it up, and you've got a little toy inside. Having one of these is illegal inside of a chocolate. Like, you're not supposed to have an inanimate object inside of food.
So you can't have a toy inside of the food.
So that might have been before when they were putting toys directly in the egg. Now when you get a Kinder egg, it's like divided in two halves. Half the egg is the toy, half the egg is the chocolate. Pascal says babies were falling down the stairs. That's why they got banned. Well, babies were falling down the stairs probably because they had retard parents. You're supposed to watch your kids, or usually when people have stairs in their home, they put like a gate so the baby can't go through the gate. So that's not the baby's fault. That's the parents' fault, you know?
Man, I remember when they used to put toys inside cereal boxes, but like when it's inside a chocolate egg, like what is an American child going to do? Inhale the entire chocolate egg and the toy inside it? I feel like that's happened before, and that's why this is a law. It just takes one dumb child to ruin it for the rest of the world.
Facts.
You know when you travel to another country, some things you might have in your luggage might be illegal. Bro, my sister brought a Dyson to Germany, and they brought like 3 TSA officers over here. They were literally shaking when they were opening her luggage, pulled out her Dyson, sighed, be like, we thought it was a bomb. I'm sorry, you what?
Or they thought it was a,
How? Sorry, we're the first people to bring an American Dyson to Germany. But anyways, that was fine. But if you go to Nigeria and you have ballpoint pens, illegal, they're getting confiscated, you might get fined. I don't know why.
What is going on in Nigeria?
Other pens are allowed. Pencils, okay. Colored pencils, yes. But a ballpoint pen, interesting. It's also illegal to bring dead birds and spaghetti.
Who's bringing dead birds, bro?
And noodles. Can I at least get an explanation? Okay, I had to ask AI. So the Nigerian government uses these bans to achieve several economic goals. So you're not allowed to bring in pens, so they can sell you Nigerian pens when you get there. So it boosts the economy. You know, I have this theory that airports do this too. They do not let you bring water or any liquid or drink to the airport. They make you throw it away before you go through security so you can buy a $7 bottle of water when you get there. That's their scam. Literally the dumbest thing ever. This one is so funny. They banned flip-flops in Capri, Italy. Not
Friggin' Italians, bro.
even because they're ugly and made of plastic and turtles might choke on the thong of your sandal. Nope. But because they are excessively noisy. You know, the residents want to enjoy their peace and quiet. So when the Americans pull up with the flip-flops, sounding like SpongeBob with them flippers.
Those bougie-ass Italians,
illegal.
bro.
Shut it down.
Bougie
so tourists aren't allowed to bring
Italians.
flip-flops. Nobody's going to stop you. TSA isn't going to confiscate them out of your bag. You know, the rest of Italy, they're fine. But Capri, no. Somebody's poor 86-year-old Italian grandma trying to have some peace and quiet on her seaside villa while she is abruptly awakened from her 6 p.m. siesta from the sound of a tourist's flip-flops. Atrocious. Nature will never be able to recover. This fruit is so pungent that eating it in public was banned in several Asian countries. Thailand, Japan, Hong Kong, and Singapore. Yes, I realize Hong Kong is a city and not a country. This giant spiky fruit is called durian, and a lot of people love the taste of this fruit. But
it looks nasty, and apparently it smells nasty. But I think I'd like to try it.
the smell is so powerful. I've cut one of these bad boys open before. I can tell you, whew, it's a lot. So they had to ban eating durian in public areas with a lot of people. Like on public transportation, there are no durian signs. You are not allowed to eat this giant fruit. They had enough of the durian. Take it, eat it in the comfort of your own house. Have you seen those news articles where people pay their violations and traffic tickets with a bucket of pennies?
I've seen that.
Like, yeah, you piss me off. I hate the government. So
And guess what? It's legal tender, bro. Legal tender.
I'm going to pay with a bucket full of pennies. Well, they actually made that illegal in Canada. You actually can't
Fucking Canadians again, bro. Canadians again, banning shit. What's up with Canadians, bro?
use more than 25 pennies in a single transaction. What do you mean I can't pay for my Gatorade in pennies? What if I have 100 pennies and go to the dollar store? No, sorry, you can't do that. 25 penny maximum per transaction. Because they're trying to phase out using coins. Big fan of the Apple Pay. So they said, no. Sorry, you reach your penny limit. Certain schools in France have banned ketchup. You're not allowed to have ketchup. What about my fries? That's the exception. Only with fries and only once a week. Okay, so it's not actually banned. Yeah, it is.
That's
6 days
weird.
a week. You've had your weekly ketchup and fries, you're done. That's it. What about mayonnaise? What if I want to dip in barbecue sauce? Same thing. Only once a week. Why do they do this? They want to improve the quality of your lunches.
Bro, that's so weird. You're going to ban ketchup in France? Except for once a week and with fries? It's so weird.
They actually want to make an effort to make kids' lunches healthier. Less sugary sauces is a start. Fries and ketchup once a week is more than enough.
I'm in Costco, and I'll tell you, all of these products are illegal in Europe. Yeah, literally. Go down the row. They're illegal
Let me
in
guess,
Europe.
these
You
are
know
the
why?
candy aisle.
Because look at this. And I'm not just picking on Skittles.
Yup,
See all this?
Skittles,
See the
red
red
40,
the blue, the yellow, all of these colors. It's in every one of these
Shout out RFK, man, trying to make a difference here in the USA.
products in this whole aisle. In Europe, they're illegal. You know what they do? This is the same product. This is Skittles. And you notice they have E162 from natural beets. E63 is from berries. All of these colorings are from natural fruits.
Isn't this crazy? Artificial coloring is allowed in America. And the same companies are gonna go through all the effort of reformulating the foods to make a whole different product, a healthier version, and release it to the rest of the world. But nah, we're gonna leave all the chemicals, the preservatives, all the illegal junk in the American version. Like,
Yeah, I never understood that. Like, I understand because it's cheaper. It's cheaper to use the artificial. That's it. That's why they do it. It's less expensive and they make more money. But they need to get rid of it all. Have a universal. Get rid of the shit. RFK making a difference in the USA. Let's go.
do not care.
Come on, the same company's making products in Europe different than they are in the United States. You know why? It's cheaper, but they're poisoning kids.
There you
Don't
go.
buy this crap.
Boom.
Oh yeah, the artificial coloring is way
And I don't buy that shit, man. I'm very selective with what my kids eat. So much so that sometimes people think it's weird when they say, "Can my kids have?" They say it with confidence? Hey, can I give your kids Skittles? And I say no. No, my kids don't eat that shit. You know what I mean?
way cheaper to do than the real food coloring that comes from berries by like what? Less than 1 cent per package? But profit margins. Let's just poison everybody to make more money. Woohoo! In Denmark, you have to name your baby a name that is on an approved list of 7,000 names. No
That's
Kimberly
crazy.
Ray, no Riker Kyler, Declan Easton Weston. No, those aren't on the list. It is prohibited to name your baby
Oh
that.
my God.
In Iceland, you're not allowed to name your baby anything with a C, Q, or a W because those letters do not exist in the Icelandic alphabet. So if your
That's
name is
wild.
Carl, we're gonna call you Arl. Winston, don't even think about it, Instant. If your name is Bob, don't worry, you're good. In Portugal, foreign baby names are not permitted. If you were born in Portugal, you're not allowed to call your kid Ashley, Bruce, Charlotte, Dylan, Jenny. They're all prohibited. Sorry, ma'am. Choose another name. But my great-great-grandmother's name was Jenny. I wish to call my daughter that. No! Illegal. A lot of public places in Japan have banned tattoos. So if you have visible
This is true.
tattoos, they can deny you and be like, nah,
Service,
you can't come
yeah.
to our public gym, our
True.
public spa, our public onsen because you have tattoos.
And a lot of that has to do with the Yakuza. The Yakuza is usually covered head to toe with tattoos. The Yakuza is the Japanese gang.
And tattoos used to be affiliated with the Yakuza gang
There you go. See? God damn it. I'm so fucking smart, man.
members. So it's like, this white girl named Ashley covered in tattoos. Is she Yakuza? Seems legit. Anyways, there is a solution. This is how you go to the gym in Japan with tattoos. There are these silicone sheets that you can buy, peel and stick onto your skin, and it blends seamlessly. The tattoos are gone, literally disappeared. Oh, and then when you want them off, you can just like peel them off. This seems like a lot of effort to go to the gym. Like, I'd rather just wear pants than have to remove the second
true.
skin. Bro, leggings exist.
True. I agree. I agree. Just throw on pants at that point. Or like long sleeves. I mean, girls are always cold anyways, right? Like, why are we even talking about that? That's crazy. Crazy, man. A lot of shit's illegal, bro. A lot of stuff is illegal. Oh my goodness. Speaking of illegal, we should talk about what people are wearing in Walmart. That should be illegal. Some of the outfits you see in Walmart. Unhinged Walmart customers caught on camera. Total chaos. Now, number one, are you going to be surprised about Walmart? Oh, damn. Damn. Already physicality in the first 5 seconds?
Right, you're Walmart.
Yes, you're right, Tatsumaki. Tatsumaki's correct. The mafia, not gang. It is the mafia, the Japanese mafia. And they don't play. I'll tell you right now, the Yakuza don't play, man. They don't play. Similar to the Italians. Like, look, I'm not sure the history of the Yakuza. I don't know the history of it, but I'm thinking about actually reading about it because I would love to learn the history. But like similar to like Italian mafia here in America or even in Italy was brought to protect their neighborhoods from discrimination, believe it or not. And when the police would discriminate against Italians, they had to band together and they would protect their neighborhood. They would protect their people from outsiders or the police, right? So like the Irish and people that would like fuck around and find out, you'd be tied with the mob and you'd be good. You know what I mean? And then later in life, then, you know, drugs came into the picture and all that other shit. But in order for the mafia to function, they had to do crime, right? You had to do extortion. You had to do all that shit because you had to raise money. What are you going to get, a job at Walmart? But usually the Italian mafia was protecting their own and protecting their neighborhoods. A lot of mafia were good people, man. They were a lot of good people. I'd actually want to read the history on the Yakuza, man.
Meltdowns, freakouts, and crashouts from yours and my favorite place to see them. Of course, we're talking about Wally World. People losing their minds inside your local Walmart.
Oh, damn.
You come out, I'm not showing you all this shit.
Yeah, he just pulling him along like he ain't nothing.
You see my damn receipt? This damn receipt? Bro, I don't gotta do none of that, bro.
And all that's bagged. So if he's stealing, bro, if he's stealing, they better pray that they know that he was stealing.
Really by law, for a minute, bro, y'all not supposed to stop me. Y'all not supposed to
So if you're new to this channel or new to the law, in Walmart, you have not agreed to show a receipt. And if you're walking out with your bagged up items and he has a receipt, he's not even, denying he has this receipt, he doesn't have to show it, they can't forcefully stop you. Now, if they have cameras and reasonable suspicion that you've stolen, they absolutely have what's called shopkeeper's right to call the police and have you detained. But as they are not law enforcement, they technically are not allowed to physically detain you and hold you. That would
Facts.
result in a lawsuit, and even holding your cart, which could be an extension of you, could be deemed bad news for Walmart. Now, there's also some people that will argue citizen's arrest. If the loss prevention officer clearly watched you stealing a bunch of stuff, putting it in baggies, and then trying to roll out the door, there's some leeway in that where he says, I've got it on camera, I watched it, citizen's arrest, shopkeeper's rule, and the police would deem it as reasonable. But generally speaking, they can't hold you back and prevent you from leaving the store with your goods, whether you show the receipt or not. Not at Walmart. At Sam's Club, at Costco, where you've signed an agreement, even then they're not allowed to physically touch you, but they at least have an agreement that you signed, a legal agreement, so they've got more standing there, and of course they can ban you. All the stores can trespass you if they don't like it, even if you didn't steal. But physically detaining you could be against the law, technically, false imprisonment. So I don't know, as a lawyer in my comment section or law enforcement, can somebody comment down below and let me know sort of where that gray area lays?
Right, you're Walmart.
I think it's ironic. Did anybody catch in the background there up near the top where it says, live better together? I'll pop.
Bro, it's just typical Walmart behavior. Typical Walmart customer behavior.
Pop it up there for you. They certainly aren't living better, and they're certainly not doing anything together. Woo, boy, these two are at it. I don't know why, but somebody better not get in between them, especially when she's got control of that, bam, that shopping cart. That man took one right to the knee. Good for him keeping it together, but whoo, let him go. Just let him deal with it at this point.
All right, this place better have their customer service open.
So listen, this was a thing, bro. In Massachusetts, Walmart customer service is open as late as the store is open. In Florida, bro, these stores, tell me why their Walmart customer service closes at 8 when their store closes at 11, or sometimes 9, but the rest of the store is open till 11. I don't know how they get away with that, because what if you want to return something? You have to wait till the next day, and like if it's I just think it's fucked up.
Because I need something from customer service. I don't even know where the customer service is at. Like, oh, this Walmart.
You can hear those heels, boy. Those heels are from a woman who is ready. She's ready.
They got a barbershop in Walmart? Let me find out. They got a whole barbershop in Walmart. Look at that. Unreal. Very nice. Go Walmart. Y'all got a barbershop. And y'all got a liquor store in Walmart in here? Damn. They got all kinds of stuff going on in Walmart. This Walmart got it going on, huh? But where's the customer?
Pretty common down in the South where you can buy liquor inside of Walmarts and grocery stores. Here in Florida, we have a beer and wine license, liquor license separate. So the entryway door cannot be inside the store. It has to be next to it. It's attached. And you just walk out the front door, take 3 steps down the sidewalk, and then walk back into the other door. That's how it is here in Florida. I'm not sure where this location is, but I'm confident it's not in Florida because we have to have it separated. You can't have it in there. I think they have that in some states I've been to, like maybe Georgia or Mississippi or somewhere they had
Texas.
that. When I evacuated for a hurricane, I think I went to Walmart and they were built into the store. I'm not sure. Someone let me know in the comments.
The service. I think I see a sign that says services up here. And they better be open because nobody answered the phone when I called to find out if they were open. So they better be open.
This woman is ready.
They better get somebody over here to help me. The lights look out. What? Hi. How you doing? Are you open? This here, I need to get customer service. What time do you open? 7. At 7? So I could do a...
What time is it right now?
What time is it? 6 something, almost 7.
Yeah, somebody's coming.
They'll come? Okay, thank you. She's so sweet.
Is that early in the morning? She's there at 6:45 in the morning? Or, I don't know. Wherever I'm at, the Walmarts always have somebody in the customer service section. Is that weird? What is going on with this store? It seems like an odd store. Someone let me know what I'm missing about this Walmart in the comments.
It is weird. Happy to help. Ain't that some shit? That's some bullshit. Happy to help my ass, bro. Someone is going in there smashing everything, bro.
I just wonder if people have mental illnesses.
That's crazy.
A baseball bat in Walmart against the sets of china and dishes?
That's wild.
What could drive a person to do that? Why are you that angry at Walmart that you're going to bust up hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in merchandise and now you're just going to get arrested? And depending on how much damage you actually did, at least here in Florida, I don't know about other places. I know California's high, but in Florida, it's only like $300 or $400 that it becomes a felony. Like literally a felony on your criminal record. And those china dish sets can be $50 to $100 a set. She's blowing out whole shelves of them. So she's definitely hitting felony level, at least here in Florida.
Big ass nigga. So they talking about for a sec, nigga. What the fuck up?
Typical Walmart behavior, bro.
We get a little short version of this. It's only like 10 seconds long. All I can see is a whole bunch of what looks like Powerades and other stuff laying around and busted and drinks.
That's crazy.
People chasing each other. And at the end, we hear somebody say, she hit me first or he hit me first. Why are we fighting at Walmart? Is anything that serious, guys? Why is so many...
It's because of the quality of people that shop at Walmart. That's the short, truthful answer.
Of our fellow Americans degenerates. Why are they so just out of their minds that they just can't control themselves in public with other people? Somebody let me know.
You have any more chicken sandwiches? Chicken sandwich.
You can't be back here.
Chicken sandwich.
Oh, damn.
Chicken sandwich.
You work here?
Chicken sandwich.
Go on the
I know.
other side. No,
I'm sorry.
It has nothing to do with that. Go on the other side.
Okay,
You're not an employee.
I'm sorry. It's just...
You don't have a hairnet on. And the next option is that I can call security
Don't call.
and you escorted out.
No.
Do not ever walk behind my deli counter.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Ever.
I'm sorry.
Goodbye.
It's not that deep.
No, it is. These little TikTok shits, these little pranksters, these little wannabes, they need to be held accountable. They need to be taught they can't just go in and out of places. And I'm not talking about, escort them out. I'm talking about police come in, bang, 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 take them out, delete. It should be submitted to a police report to TikTok, and they should get their account suspended. And watch how fast this shit stops.
Grocery door. Okay, grocery door.
Jeremiah's got her probably near electronics.
Electronics?
Yeah.
Is she black or white?
She's Caucasian white.
And what besides being aggressive and everything, what do we have so far?
She's saying like he has, psychological illness and I, believe it, but she spewed off like a field effect. Oh, it's Campbell.
I'll be right. Do you need us or anything? Do you want help or what? Hey, Miss Campbell. Miss Campbell. Miss Campbell, stop. Miss Campbell, stop. Miss Campbell, we just want to talk to you. Miss Campbell, can we talk to you? Why won't you talk to us? Is it Miss Campbell?
37. Be advised, she's assistant with 66. At this moment, she's refusing to comply with law enforcement.
Excuse us. Miss Campbell, you're trespassed from the store, so you got to leave. Are you going to check out? Can we see your ID? See if we can get her on M&I. It's 19th or 20th. I think it is.
Is this Florida?
Red label? I know she had her check out. So what is the marble pack? One pack of red marble, one pack of blue marble. We're not doing a transaction. You're not doing a transaction? Oh, okay. Miss Campbell, what about her Mountain Dew?
Okay. Oh, there you go.
You cannot do this to me.
Oh, damn.
No.
Yes, I can.
I have money.
36 Fank, we have one female, 10-15. 34 Fank, it'll be
See, bro?
Campbell. She's in there now. All right, Miss Campbell, we're going to stand up.
It's typical Walmart behavior,
Roll
bro.
the side. Roll the side.
Miss Campbell, we're going to have to do this easy way or the hard way, your choice.
She looks all messed up, bro.
Hey, we're going to have to do this easy way or the
She's
hard way.
on drugs. Mentally ill, mess with drugs.
Stop touching me.
Sorry, you're detained.
No, you will let go of my. I never mess myself. Jesus is king. Let go.
Oh, boy.
Let 5 people go.
Typical Walmart behavior.
No.
Yeah, clearly suffering from a mental breakdown an episode here. The police sort of handled it the best they could, and she's trying to check out. The manager doesn't want her to check out. She goes with the merchandise anyways. It's a tough position when you're dealing with somebody in a very fragile state. You know, they always want to do these social workers to come to scenes. You got to have the police to handle it. Social workers aren't going to do crap. And then you got to get her the help that she needs. You got to take her not to jail. They're not going to, arrest her. They're going to take her to a mental health facility where, she can be 5150 Baker Act.
Which we need
hopefully
more.
Get what she
We
needs
need more
to
mental
get her,
health facilities,
doing
man.
better and on the right track. But why do they always end up at Walmart?
They always end up at Walmart.
Why do people always grab stuff and smash it? Wine bottles, baseball bats to China.
She was doing that all violent too, bro. She'd be lucky if that glass doesn't pop up back in her face.
We've seen it in the liquor store throwing liquor bottles. What is it that you're going to accomplish other than get yourself arrested when you go to Walmart and just smash all the stuff because you're angry about what? I don't even know what makes these people mad in the first place.
Refunding cash, please.
I mean, I just left. Giving us an option of a gift card or a debit card. Back on the debit card for the only time cash is if it's.
I don't have 3 to 10 days to wait on my refund. The law says you have to give your customers the option.
Can you show me that law?
I would really appreciate I don't have to show you the law, man. I know my rights. I just want my refund in cash. That's simple. I've done it before.
I never heard that before. That law, if that's such a law.
Or I can do it again.
We can only do that if it's under $10. Yes. When it's over $10, we can't.
Based on your policy.
Yes, sir.
Not the law.
Based on our policy. So that's what we have to do, is what our policy is.
But I'm going by law.
You can go to a different Walmart and maybe they'll do it.
I didn't buy it from a different Walmart. I bought it from this Walmart. I used my debit card, which is the same as cash.
Oh, well, now hold on. Now with the debit card, you do get cash back. That is true.
So I'm going to refuse it right now.
And what's your name?
My name's Jeannie. I'm the front end manager.
And what's your name?
I'm Michelle. It's right here.
All right. Thank you, Jenny and Michelle.
And I see you're recording, but that's okay.
And this is the Walmart in York County, South Carolina, everybody.
Yes, sir. Thank you. You can leave now. Yeah, you can leave or I will call the PD.
20, 40, 50, 55,
You pay with debit.
58, 59, 99 cents.
Thank you, ma'am.
So ridiculous. He drove to another Walmart over $59. He could have just got it back on his debit card, and generally it gets back in a day or two, not 3 to 10. It's almost always back on my card immediately if I return stuff. People with no money cause a lot of problems to themselves that they don't otherwise have to cause. And by the way, at the bottom of the receipt, it says your money will be given back in the way that you paid for it. Credit card, debit card, gift card, whatever. And that's their policy. And he's saying that the law trumps that. There is no law that says a store has to give you a refund in cash versus the way that you paid for it. That is a law that he's made up in his little head to
That is true. There isn't a law, but usually when you pay with debit, they will give you back cash. It is an option. It's happened to me before.
Then some of these stores who can do it if they want, they choose not to because of their policy. The other one decided they would do it just to get rid of him, but there is no law.
Who the fuck are you, bro?
The fucking receipt, dude. You just walked past. That's the fuck I am.
I showed you my receipt.
No,
Oh shit!
right the fuck past me, dude. Like,
Ain't
what's
no
fucked
way.
Up? Want to get out?
This has
You're
to be
invested inside out.
That has to be staged.
Walmart person chases
That has
me
to
out of
be
the store to my
staged.
car. We're going to have a problem. They chase me and touch my car, and I drive a convertible, so generally my windows aren't even up. But in the event that they were, if they touch my car, at least here in Florida, we have stand your ground castle doctrine. The car is an extension of us, and we are very willing and able, if they try to enter our vehicle, to, well, you know what, I can't.
See, this is why I love Rockstar Flipper, baby. This is why I love Rockstar Flipper. Fafo.
Say it on YouTube, but we can defend ourselves.
Customer needs assistance in sporting goods. We've been standing here for about 15 minutes, and at least 3 Walmart employees have walked by and looked at him and just kept on walking. And he's already talked to one sales associate about getting some help over here if he hadn't got any. So he's just standing here waiting patiently for some help, for some assistance in sporting goods.
I love when they do that.
Absolutely a boss move. When you can't get help at Walmart, make the call yourself. Why not? Let them know. 3 people walk by, 15 minutes. I'm the guy. Hey, look, Walmart need help in sporting goods. That is some stuff I would do right there. I love it. Boss move. Nothing wrong with that. I got no problem with it. Do you think he made the right choice? Do you think that he shouldn't have been touching their stuff?
I love stuff like that, man.
Let me know as always in the comments section, but I'm on board with it, you guys. I'm on board. All right, we'll wrap up another episode of people at Walmart losing their minds, and some of them doing some pretty funny stuff to get what they need.
Bro, Walmart is a movie, dude. Walmart is a movie. It really is. I went to pivoting away from Walmart because Jesus Christ, it's Walmart. I did a video and I drove to Boston in my Tesla. You guys remember that video? It's got 7,000 views. It's doing pretty well. People love Tesla. I found a video that's on FSD. FSD stands for full self-driving. I believe any Tesla can get it. It just depends on, how you use it might be different with the different hardwares and computers. I'm not a Tesla friggin', I don't know everything about Teslas. I'm still learning every day. But this guy did a video. It says how to use Tesla's full self-driving for the first time. I've been thinking about getting the full self-driving on my Tesla. It costs $99 a month. I at least want to try it for 30 days. My friend who's actually in the chat, right? Well, he was in the chat. I don't know if he's still here, but Vinny Cuz, he's got full self-driving, says he absolutely loves it and he keeps it. And we always talk about, if I was to ever get full self-driving, am I going to keep it past 30 days or am I just going to try it for 30 days and then kind of be like, all right, that was fun, whatever. But let's check this out and see how he's using the full self-driving for the first time because I'm interested.
0.8 miles, and I'm on the far left lane. I can manually just do this, and look at that. Easy.
That's one of many things we're going to be covering today, but the real question, how did we get here? Now, first you want to make sure you actually have full self-driving, because it's not free unless you pay for a yearly or monthly subscription, or if they're running promotions and they're giving you like 1 month or 3 months of FSD for free. But to check that, you can...
I should find out how to get a 30-day trial of FSD, if there's such a thing.
Easily just go to Controls, Autopilot, and you'll see Full Self-Driving Supervised. Check it, and it says yes. Yes pretty much means if you die, it's not their fault. Seriously, because technically it's Full Self-Driving Supervised. It also says that it's going to be using the cabin camera to spy on you. But I'll talk about that later. So to enable Full Self-Driving in park, it's as easy as putting your seatbelt on first. Yes. This thing, you got to put it on. Once you press the blue Start Self-Driving button, it's going to chime.
Start self-driving.
Then you're going to see it go into reverse, get out of the parking spot, and pretty much drive itself. But you can also manually drive and manually start it.
Now, I believe this is for hardware 4. I believe this is for the newest one. My car has hardware 3, and I'm not sure it quite acts the same as this, but again, we're going to find out.
While you are driving, by either pressing the Start Self-Driving button again, or by pushing down on the right scroll wheel on the steering wheel.
Now we're going to go and re-engage it. And then we're re-engaged.
So when you hear this chime, that means FSD is on. And then, that means FSD is disengaged. So we're going to go again, and now we have a blue line here to show that we're in full self-driving. Easy, right? But if you think it's supposed to be that easy and you don't know these settings, you're screwed. So one thing already, this whole system, it's not an L4 system, it's an L2++. That means you still have to pay attention, that means you still have to take over if necessary, and it is supervised. But it's in case Larry here makes a mistake. Hi, Larry. Oh man, it's not sticking on too well.
Bro.
But this is Larry. Look at him go.
Bro.
Larry knows where to go. Whoa. Whoa. And let me tell you something. Mr. Larry has definitely made some mistakes. Now, Larry isn't a mind reader, so you have to put a navigation destination address in so he knows where to go. However, if you don't want to put a navigation in or you're just driving and you know the area, Tesla FSD will still drive itself as long as you push the button and start full self-driving. Again, you can do it while you're driving. So let's just say you're driving and you're like, I don't feel like driving anymore. Push the right scroll wheel button down, it's gonna start FSD. No
That's
navigation
crazy,
input necessary.
The fact that it can back out of parking spaces and pull into parking spaces unassisted is on some futuristic crap that you thought of as a kid. Like, this is like childhood, like, craziness.
However, just keep that in mind that although it may stay straight, it might choose a different route. It might turn left on a random street or something. So just keep that in mind. It's not a mind reader. It's not gonna know, oh, I have to go home. So real important, in order to disengage full self-driving, because you will have to disengage, there are 3 ways. Number 1, jerk the steering wheel. No, it's super easy to do. Just make sure when you do jerk the steering wheel, you're in a safe area because you're moving the car. And another thing to keep in mind is when autopilot does turn off, let's just say it's in the middle of turning and you disengage it, you're gonna have to be in control right then and there just in case. So if you're not ready to take over,
that's interesting.
And you just like end FSD, look, I'm gonna go into the middle of the road like this. So make sure you're ready to take over when you disengage FSD. So let's just say I'm here like here.
See that mount right there? That's what I want to get. I actually want to do FSD videos, and I want to put that mount on my ceiling because, you know, the Tesla ceiling is glass. So you could put these suction mounts right on the ceiling, which is awesome. It makes it great for filming content.
I'm on full self-driving and I'm ready to disengage. Hands are on the wheel. My feet are hovering over the brake or the gas pedal. And I'm gonna go ahead and disengage and I can still drive normally. See? Same goes for the second way, which is pushing the right scroll wheel button as well. So re-engaging it, push the right scroll wheel button. Disengaging it, push the right scroll wheel button again. That will disengage full self-driving. So just be ready to drive once you do disengage full self-driving. And the third way, which is the most natural way, is just pushing your foot on the brake. When you push your foot on the brake, it also disengages full self-driving. Now, let's go back to the actual self-driving part. Once you set the navigation park, underneath the blue Start Self-Driving button, you're gonna see a small little gray submenu, and it's actually very small, but it's there. If you click that submenu, it allows you to change your speed profiles. And we'll talk about the speed profiles in a second. It also allows you to tell the car how you want to park once you reach the destination. Because yes, our Tesla can and will park itself. And 99% of the time, it does know how to park. You can do parking lot, you can do charger, you can do curbside parking. Like for instance, if I go home, it knows to park in the driveway. It does not park in the garage yet, unfortunately. If I go to a mall or something, it knows to park in a parking garage. It's pretty cool. However, you can easily customize it because let's just say you're at Larry's friend's house and you don't want to park in the driveway, you want to park on the curb, you can easily customize it to change from driveway to curb.
Yeah, that's pretty sick, man.
And it even parks.
That's pretty sick. Oh, see that charging station, bro? I was there. That's a huge charging station. I forget where that was, but that was I was there.
Charging stalls. So if you navigate to a Tesla supercharger,
I think I was there. I could have just lied to you. I may have just lied to you, but I was at a charging station that was similar to that.
You can also park in a supercharging stall by itself. But the speed profiles is the most important setting because this is what you're telling Tesla how to drive. Because if you didn't know, Teslas aren't unlike any other car out there. You don't get to choose a cruise control distance. You do not get to choose a max speed when you are on full self-driving. If you go into auto steer beta or traffic aware cruise control, you can do that. But that's not the whole point of getting a Tesla and using Tesla's amazing full self-driving. So when you look at the profiles from Park, it's really funny. They have different diagrams based on the profile. So for the first one is sloth mode, and it's funny because it's a sloth, and I don't know if you guys watch Zootopia, when the sloth were workers at the DMV because of how slow they were. But with sloth mode, it always drives below the speed limit. So all the cameras on the car, it can read street signs, speed signs, it knows how fast it should be going. So on sloth mode, it always tries to go a little bit slower, and it's just chill. It's very slothy-like. Also on the freeway, it always tries to stay in the far right or second to the right lane, pretty much the slow lanes. It doesn't try to pass cars or anything like that. The next one is chill. And that's all about the beach vibes, baby. It's just relaxed, I'm chilling.
Nah, we ain't doing those modes.
So
we're not doing those two modes at all.
The speed limit for the most part. And it also drives in the slow lanes and doesn't make those automatic lane changes as often.
We want Mad Max mode, bro.
When you first get your Tesla though, and you do load up the profiles, Tesla's probably gonna default it to the sloth mode setting to just kind of ease your way into it. What I recommend is changing it from sloth to chill, just in the beginning to see how it feels. And I'll tell you how to kind of adapt and adjust as we go on. Because once you start juicing it up to standard, hurry, and oh man.
Oh my God, Mad Max. Bro, they have Mad Max.
I like to call douchebag BMW mode Mad Max. Things start heating up real quick. Now, you can customize the speed profiles with that gray submenu, but an easier way is also customizing it while you're driving. Being able to customize the speed profiles on the fly is very, very important. Because yes, while you think it's a set it and forget type of device, which you can be, if you want a little bit more control, the best way to do it is by changing the speed profiles. And to do that, all you have to simply do is move the right scroll wheel up or down, and that changes the speed profiles on the fly. To make it more conservative and drive slower, just scroll down. So now I'm on sloth mode all the way. Look how slow I'm going. And then to scroll up, you go faster. So now I'm on Mad Max.
What mode are you driving
and look
on?
how much faster I'm going. And that changes the speed.
What mode are you driving on? You put it on sloth, or you going like straight to Mad Max and just like hope for the best? Just pray to the gods. Just be like, you know what? I'm living venturous with a self-driving vehicle. What?
Profiles on the fly. So one cool thing is you can still let Tesla FSD drive itself and push on the accelerator. So let's just say chill is going a little too chill. You can gently push on the accelerator, so speed up a little bit more. Just know that if the car is trying to brake, where there's some traffic and the car is trying to brake, but your foot is held on the accelerator, it'll tell you on the screen, it'll start blinking blue, sometimes even blinking red, that the autopilot system will not brake because your foot is on the accelerator. But having said that, let's talk about the more normal profiles. And the profile that I use most of the time is standard. Now, with all these profiles, it's using the cameras all around the car to not only figure out speed signs, but more importantly, it figures out the flow of traffic. With the standard profile, it usually drives around 5 to 10 miles per hour above the speed limit, and usually stays in the middle lane, especially when on the freeway. If there's a slow car in its lane, and it's super slow, the car will change lanes automatically. But it doesn't do it as often as the next profile, which is hurry. And this is where it's important to know how to change your driving profiles on the fly with that right scroll wheel, because on low...
Bro, I heard hurry was like the good one, that you could drive up to like 10 miles an hour over what do you call it? Over the speed limit.
Local city streets, I like standard profile for the most part. However, sometimes it does drive a little too slow even on local city streets. So I just have to simply move the scroll wheel up and it goes to hurry automatically. But on the freeway, I prefer the hurry profile over the standard profile. With the hurry profile, it tries to be at least 10 miles.
Oh, we got Ken Shin says Mad Max all the time, but I do get a lot of rager since my why keep changing lanes. Oh man, Mad Max is just bobbing in and out of traffic by itself, bro. No driving necessary. Just Mad Max is just cruising in and out.
Over the speed limit, and if there's a slow car in front, it'll make more frequent lane changes to try to maintain that speed. Also on the freeway on a hurry, it does try to go to the far left lane because that's technically the fast lane more often than, let's say, a standard profile. But that leads me to the next profile, which is the crazy profile, Mad Max. And Mad Max takes it to the max, so I get at least 50 miles per hour over the speed limit no matter.
50 miles per hour over the speed limit?
What? It's constantly switching lanes to maintain that higher speed. It always goes to the far left lane. And for me personally, I never use this profile unless I'm on a long road trip like the 5 freeway where it's just empty stretches of road. Just know that all these profiles, aside from standard, hurry, and Mad Max, if you get pulled over, you will get pulled over for speeding. And you can't say, oh, sorry, I was just on my profile on my Tesla. They're not gonna care. You're still gonna get a ticket. So keep that in mind.
Wild.
Which leads me to my next point, getting locked out. Now, Mad Max goes 85 miles per hour. If you push on the accelerator, you can push on it. But if you go above 85 miles per hour, so around 87 miles per hour is what I found, it will lock you out of full self-driving. Which means full self-driving does not work for the remainder of the drive. Now I gotta drive manually the whole trip. And because you went over that limit, they're gonna put you in autopilot jail. So you're not gonna be able to use any sort of auto steer, cruise control, or full self-driving.
So wait, so you pay for a service and then they can just take it away from you? And do I get a fucking refund?
And I'm not sure you noticed, but when you enable full self-driving for the first time, there's a little thing at the bottom in gray. It says if autopilot strikeout occurs 5 times, auto steer and full self-driving won't work. So that means if you go above 85 miles per hour, or if you're on your phone too much, or if you're even looking at that center screen for too long and you're not paying attention, and you get that red steering wheel death 5 times, you will be locked out of full self-driving, which means you can't use it. And the amount of time you can't use it has changed over the years. But right now it seems like for about a week, you will not be able to use full self-driving.
That seems a little
and how
extreme.
you say does it know you're on your phone or picking your nose or looking at the screen? With this. But this interior camera does allow one super cool feature that no other car brand has, aside from the GM Super Cruise. But it allows you to not touch the steering wheel at all. and be completely hands-free forever, pretty much, when you're on full self-driving, as long as it sees your eyes and you're paying attention. If you're wearing a hat, if it's super sunny and you're using your sun visor so the camera can't see you, or you have something blocking that camera vision, it's gonna go and let you know that full self-driving supervised hands-free is off, and you have to apply counterforce steering. And counterforce steering pretty much means just holding the steering wheel lightly in place. So the steering wheel is always kind of micro-moving as it stays in the lane. You're just kind of holding it in one place so it kind of feels that counterforce so that the Tesla knows that you're paying attention. So it's gonna keep blinking until I hold it, and then see now went away. One mistake people make is gripping.
That's wild, the technology. Bro, when they break it down like this, that's pretty wild.
The steering wheel too hard, which actually causes FSD to disengage. You only need a light touch, just a slight amount of force. And you'll know hands-free is enabled when you do see a small green dot on the upper right-hand side of your screen. Now, we're gonna talk about how to control Larry, as well as his bodily fluids that come out naturally.
Hey, yo, what?
It's just what it does. Now again, you need to understand that Larry is a vision-based system. It only uses the eyes, aka the cameras, to see. And what makes this version of full self-driving so great is the ability to have that front-facing bumper camera at the bottom to see low objects. It honestly makes the full self-driving feel more natural and it feels more human. And because of all these improvements, even in sunny, glary...
Now I think before the new ones, I don't think they have the front bumper camera. I think that that's just for the brand new Teslas.
Conditions, fog, heavy rain, I haven't had many issues with full self-driving, even though on the screen it does say full self-driving is degraded due to poor weather. But if it notices that the cameras are a little dirty, it will spray itself with water in the front bumper camera, and it'll clean the windshield camera
that's definitely
with the windshield washer
my
fluid
Tesla ain't
and the
doing that
windshield
shit.
wipers, and it does a little weird, funny dance. It's kind of fun to see, just to kind of keep it as clean as possible. However, with the other cameras, if it is dirty, it will tell you that the camera is dirty and you need to clean it. When using full self-driving, one thing that I've heard a lot of complaints about, even myself, is that it exits way too late. Most people stay on the far right lane or begin to start merging on maybe 0.7, 0.8 miles away, even 1 mile away before they have to exit. With Tesla FSD, sometimes it won't do it till like 0.3 or 0.2 miles.
Damn.
0.3, you have to really be in the far right lane. Oh my God, we're cooked. We're cooked, chat. So to fix this, one thing you can easily do is just manually move the turn signal up or down, and it'll initiate a lane change automatically. So it'll still change lanes. However, you're initiating that lane change first. And this doesn't just apply to signaling lane changes. If it's
Bro, why do Tesla drives like an asshole? That's crazy.
trying to do something you don't want and you see it signaling, you can cancel that lane change as quick.
Kenshin says he's waiting for the Model Y L. Yeah, I thought the Model Y had the third row in the US. I know it didn't have much of a space, like it had the third row, but it really wasn't much of a third row. But that L, I think that's in Australia right now. I think it has a better, like a bigger third row, so you can actually fit 7 people in there.
Quickly as possible, and it won't do it. Now go up, go to the right, and it does it itself.
So that's a very good thing to know. Because if they always change so late, right?
Yeah.
So we should help them to change first.
Yeah. So it's nice, it gives you a little bit of control.
I'd probably want to drive it on standard. I don't know if I'm doing Mad Max. I might try hurry, but I think I'm definitely going to be a standard driver when I try it.
Cool. But don't forget.
And I have the Model Y Performance.
Let's just say your freeway exit's like 3 miles away and you want to be in the far right lane, so you go ahead and manually change lanes. If you are on the standard profile or a faster profile, it's most likely going to change out of that far right lane again automatically because it's trying to pass slower vehicles and maintain that higher speed. So I recommend if you do want to be in the far right lane, go ahead and flip the scroll wheel to like chill or even sloth mode so it knows to stay in the far right side. Another thing to keep in mind is when you are on full self-driving, the windshield wiper blades stay on the auto function because it needs to clean itself automatically if the cameras are dirty or if it thinks there's something there. It also automatically turns on the high beams. And if you have the Model 3 or Y, the premium versions, it has matrix LED adaptive headlights so you don't blind oncoming cars. So it's a
Imagine the high beams. Imagine it just starts flickering oncoming traffic. Like the Tesla gets pissed off at something. Just starts like high beaming cars coming in. Like, yo, F you, F you, F you. Like, what?
great feature, it works great 100% of the time. I love it. So my recommendation is if you can, keep everything on auto at all times. But let's go ahead and go over some of Larry's quirks and features while on full self-driving so you know what to expect. When you're on full self-driving, you can still see around the vehicle using the screen. You can move it around, you can see behind the car. And honestly, it's just nice to see what the camera sees. You'll also notice like blue objects on the screen. You'll see like maybe the signal light will be blue or something, a car will be blue. This means that it's just in the car's path. It's the main thing it's trying to see, and it's really paying attention to that. that thing. So nothing to worry about. It's nothing crazy or anything. It just means that it's seeing that, so don't worry. When you're not on full self-driving, you'll see a gray line in the center. So with Teslas, anything that's blue means it's activated. So when you are in full self-driving, you're gonna go ahead and see a nice blue
Yes, I do know
little
that.
marker line in the center. And you're also gonna see the start self-driving is gonna be blue as well. Sometimes when you're on full self-driving, and this happens a lot on the freeways, you'll notice some chevron lines, so kind of like the arrows, in your lane. What this means, and it's pretty cool, because you're probably gonna be like, how come I'm slowing down and the car in front of me is going faster? Like I said before, it's using the cameras to determine the flow of traffic. So let's just say in the far left HOV lane, traffic is flowing good, it's smooth. We're going like 65, 70, no problem. However, on the lanes next to you, there's traffic. It's gonna go ahead and preemptively slow down a little bit just to be safe, because it knows that the cars next to you are slow. So most likely the fast lane that you're in is gonna slow down as well. If Larry sees a motorcyclist coming from behind or even a bicyclist, it's gonna go ahead and stay away from it. So go ahead and move just to kind of give it some more space. Same goes for a big truck. However, if the big truck is actually coming into your lane, Larry will actually change lanes automatically. And even if emergency vehicle is coming in hot from behind, it'll actually pull over. Cool.
Wow, amazing.
Amazing. Speaking of things coming hot from behind,
it's kinda
based on your
scary,
profile,
though.
Larry does not like it when a car is speeding super fast behind you. So what it'll do is, let's just say you're on the far left lane, it'll go ahead and switch lanes automatically to let the car that's going much faster than you pass. And again, if Tesla does initiate a lane change and you don't want it to, you can quickly cancel that lane change by just pushing down or up on the turn signal stalk. Just be careful here, because if you don't cancel it fast enough and the car has already started changing lanes, it'll just keep going. So I canceled the lane change, but decided to go anyways because it was in the middle of the lane change. Cancel the lane change. Uh-oh, that was risky.
Ooh, that's
Tesla
interesting,
does use the
man.
camera, so it does know if a person is using a turn signal and they're trying to merge in, or even if you're at like a red light and a car is trying to come out of a spot, it'll let that car through. So it's very natural, it's very nice, it does a great job. And once you get to your destination, the Tesla will park itself. But if you don't like the spot it picks, just disengage FSD, drive manually, and tap the parking spot you want on the screen. Start the auto park and it'll still park itself. It's very fluid. They did a great job. It does it so fast compared to a lot of other car brands where it's trying to figure out what spot to go in. But now let's dive into some of the settings you have to know, especially on the navigation part, like enable HOV lanes or toll roads and stuff like that. Now, one cool feature that Tesla has is it uses that interior camera to see how many people are inside the cabin and can automatically go into the HOV lane by itself. I found that it doesn't work 100% all the time, but it is a cool feature to have. To edit and go into the settings on this part, when you are in navigation, you just click on the 3 dots, and that's where the settings is. You can go ahead and control the navigation volume. You can click the speaker to mute.
I do. The one thing I do notice on the navigation is that like the navigation voice is by default muted, and sometimes I kind of wish the navigation was on by default.
Mute, and here's where you use HOV lanes. You can turn it off, you can say yes or auto, and again, it uses the cameras to figure out where to be and if it is an HOV lane. You can also now allow express lanes like fast track, and automatic navigation, it just uses your phone.
Shout out to the express lanes in Florida.
Calendar to know if you're going to work or something. It can automatically start the navigation for you. And all the other settings are pretty self-explanatory. But to access the other important autopilot settings, you just have to go to controls and click autopilot. And here's where you can turn off full self-driving, go back to the regular traffic aware cruise control. So just like normal cruise control where it maintains the speed for the vehicle automatically. And also enable auto steer where it stays in the lane. You get self-driving statistics to see how much you've been on full self-driving. Under that, you can enable an additional security feature. When you're in park and you start full self-driving, you still have to press on the brake before starting the drive.
That shit's interesting, man.
Press brake.
Press brake.
You can also change the speed profiles. Just know that whatever speed profile it's on that you last used, it saves that profile, which is why I love the scroll wheel method, because it's so easy to switch profiles on the fly. Expanded full self-driving visualization allows you to see a full screen and show you what the car sees. It does make your map smaller, but you still get the navigation street address on the left, so it's not like you're completely blind. However, if you wanted to, you can easily just swipe left or swipe right to reveal the full maps view, or just click on the navigation area and it'll reveal that screen as well. Ask, aka Actually Smart Summon.
Bro, there's so much you could do with this car. He just said activate like actual smart summon. This is probably one of my favorite features on this car. Like, you could come out of the supermarket or the mall and summon your vehicle, and it will come out of the parking spot and pull up to right where you are at the front door. Like, that's bananas.
A feature I won't talk about too much because I feel like they didn't put a lot of updates into this one just yet. They are working on it though. I did do a video on it. It does work overall.
Whoa, did you see that guy? Did that guy almost just get hit? Hold on.
lot of updates into this one just yet. They are working on it though. I did do a
Look at that car. Look how close that car came to clipping him in the front, bro.
video on it. It does work.
There's nobody in that car right now. That's a summoned car. Hold on. One more time.
I didn't put a lot of updates into this one just yet. They are working on it though. I did do a video on it. It does work overall.
Dude.
It's just a little bit risky. And it's not something I would use personally every single day. I even tried using it in the rain once when it was super rainy. However, the cameras couldn't see because of how rainy it was, so it didn't even work. You also want to turn off enable standby mode because that can actually drain your battery. These other features more apply to the traffic aware cruise control part, but speed limit warning uses the cameras to see the speed signs and can warn you if you go over speed limit, relative or absolute. This used to matter in the old version of full self-driving when you can control the speed, but because we have the new full self-driving and the speeds are based now on the profiles, this doesn't really apply. So it does apply more for that traffic aware cruise control. And then you have like other safety settings like forward collision warning, lane departure avoidance, and all those safety features.
I mean,
but
those are
one thing
regular
about
anyways.
Tesla full self-driving is that it's constantly always improving. I get new FSD updates, definitely at least once a month, maybe even twice a month, making the car mostly better. Sometimes you take one step back, but overall it's always getting better. But
I would think you always need updates for this, man. Like constantly updating.
to make sure you get these self-driving updates the quickest, you want to go ahead and go to software and scroll all the way down and make sure you go from software update preference,
You see that?
set that to advanced. That way you get those software updates much quicker. But while we're here, let's talk about some of the technical difficulties I had with Larry. Now, 2025 Tesla Model Y, front-facing camera. I've been on many road trips with the vehicle, and I've still had some issues where a camera just suddenly stops working. And when one single camera stops working, full self-driving isn't gonna work at all.
I have to actually drive in traffic? Why does this always happen to me?
I tried doing the screen reboot where you push both scroll wheels down, hold it, and the screen restarts.
Yep.
Doesn't work. But to fix it, I was able to fix it through their secret service menu. Now, I'm not condoning any actions, don't recommend doing this.
Secret service menu?
But it definitely does help. I've done it multiple times. I reset the cameras and I did all that and it ended up working. So to do that, in that same software submenu, go to the Model Y. For me, it's the launch edition. So just gonna hold that launch edition. Some people will say dual motor, whatever. It's gonna ripple. The password
not
is
secret,
service.
bro. That's
Then
just
you
how
go
you
to
access
driver
service.
assist, cameras, and everything should be green. When a camera isn't working, it will turn red. And here's where you reset the DAS, and this resets the camera system. That should fix it for the most part. However, I found sometimes I might have to do a little bit more, so I had to clear the camera calibration. When you do that, it's like getting a new car where the cameras still have to calibrate, so you have to drive it on local roads and freeway speeds for a little bit to calibrate first before you can use FSD again. But once you do that, for me at least, it's been working, the cameras are working fine, no problem. Then all you gotta do, exit service mode and you're good to go. Now, one thing to note is Tesla has premium connectivity where it's like $100 a year and it comes with streaming services,
Or $10
navigation,
a month.
traffic, and Sentry mode you can view on your phone, which is all cool and stuff. However, if you don't pay for that premium connectivity, you still can use full self-driving. It'll still navigate you and avoid traffic. The only difference is you won't be able to see that traffic on the navigation screen. I've tested it, it does work. You can still use full self-driving without premium connectivity, no problem. But these are the settings, like Larry does a great job.
Bro, if you own a Tesla, you need premium connectivity. Like, get premium connectivity. It's friggin' $10 a month. Get it.
It drives itself. Tesla is always changing their settings, they're always changing stuff, but they're always improving in the right direction. And the most important thing, have some fun. Again, it's not perfect. If there is some glare in the side repeater camera or the side clear camera or something, it might mess up and not change the lanes for some reason. So keep that in mind, manually do it. You do still have to drive manually at times, so just keep that in mind. But hope this video helped you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next.
Bro, I absolutely love my Tesla. I really do. I love my car. I don't think I would ever go back to a gas vehicle ever again. Never. I mean, I guess you can't say never, right? Like, how can you say never? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Gas prices are over $4. And even before gas prices went up, gas prices were at $3. So, like, why wouldn't I want to charge basically going from what would be equal to less than a quarter of a tank to what would be equal to more than a quarter of a tank and pay $11? Why would why? And Tesla has so many really cool features that a gas car just doesn't have. I don't know. It's not for everybody. I honestly never liked Tesla until I owned it. You could drive it and you'll think it's cool and it's like, oh, okay, I think this is a cool car. Tesla's cool. But until you own it and make it a part of your life, you're never gonna understand how it changes your life. You know what I mean? Oh man. All right. Well, listen. I've been following these body cam YouTube things, man. Look, I mean, this is a lot of it's sad and a lot of it's shocking, and I don't like to watch it a lot, but some of these are just hard to believe, man. Mom starves teen son, then blames rare disease. And of course I see Daytona. Like, why does this stuff always have to happen in Florida? My God.
Where police are called over an unresponsive teen who was reportedly found severely emaciated.
Probably second stairwell.
First of all, there's way too much mental health going on in this damn country that we need to bring back insane asylums and lock these people up. They need to be locked up and put away. They do not belong in a populated society at all.
What's going on? Are you the mother?
Police identify the woman seen here as 43-year-old Talia Nelson, the teen's mother.
So 5 hours ago you saw him for lunch, or a late lunch. You said you haven't seen him since?
I've seen him.
But I mean,
he was fine.
Oh, even since then?
Yeah,
So
he
less
was
than 5
fine.
hours.
So this had to happen about 2 hours.
Okay.
Inside the ambulance, medics and officers take note of the 14-year-old's alarming condition.
14 years old, man. It's just crazy.
How old? How old?
They said 14. One said 14.
14? 14 what? 14 months or 14?
She said 14 years old.
14 years old. She's right there. Yep, we got it. They're just working them right now? Yeah, she looks like she's like 6, not 14.
Oh my God, that's how bad she's starved. She looks like she's 6, not 14. I give these cops so much credit, man. There's no way I could handle these children's stories like this, man. It's sad. And we're only a minute and a half into this, man.
I'm allowed to go to the hospital.
What happened before we got to this point?
He was fine. He has a rare bone disease. Is anyone up at the apartment?
I'm not sure. I just got
No, it's just me. It's just you.
Okay.
Me and my, you just go sit.
How did you come to find him?
When I went, they were taking us to dinner.
Okay.
And he was laying there.
How long had it been since you saw him up and moving and
About
talking?
2 hours.
About 2 hours.
Yeah, he has a rare bone disease. He's short in stature.
She had to think about that. She said he has a rare bone disease.
And he has
Okay. No other health issues other than the bone disorder? Food allergies? Did he eat anything that he's not supposed to? Anything he's allergic to?
As far as the allergicness,
And why doesn't the other? Did she say this is my other son? Why doesn't the other son look like he's 6, starving? Is he in on too?
it just hurts his stomach a little bit.
Nothing that he has like anaphylactic shock or anything over? Okay. All right. What was he doing when you saw him 2 hours ago?
He was up, just chilling.
Like watching TV or
Yeah, you know, he's just chilling.
Okay. He wasn't acting funny or anything like that?
No, he said he just started about a day ago saying his leg hurt, so I was going to make him an appointment with the doctor, but other than that, no.
What's the bone disorder? Is it osteogenesis imperfecta?
They never gave me a name.
Okay.
They just
They
said it's
never
a rare
gave it a
bone.
name.
Okay.
Has this
Oh yeah, that's all. Just said it's a rare bone disease.
Yeah. Yeah, very, very small because of the
rare bone.
The bone disorder. He looked like an ambulance.
Because of the look at it, nervous as hell, bro.
Okay. He's short in stature.
Nervous
His
as hell.
disability is he's short in stature. Okay. And the bone disease is on there.
Does he, the bone disorder, does it like result in frequent breaks and stuff, or it just his bones don't grow the way they're supposed
Yeah,
to?
they're not grow the way they're supposed to, and he does self-induced vomiting.
Okay.
So it's like he's not holding his food down.
Okay.
So it's like I give him a lot of
It's almost like she's coherent.
protein stuff, vitamins, and stuff like that.
Just to try and supplement.
Nothing's working.
How long have y'all lived here?
About 3 years now.
Okay. Any medical concerns in the past, or is this a first time
No,
thing?
well,
When we first found out about the rare bone disorder, he was going to a lot of doctors in Orlando and stuff like that, but his pediatrician said he's healthy, he was fine, that I could stop taking him because it was a lot on him. Because he was getting tested and bit this way and bit that way and stuff like that. His pediatrician said that he was fine and healthy, so I could stop taking him to the specialist. Okay.
Talia rattles off a laundry list of ailments she says the teen boy suffered from, but investigators would later learn that she allegedly had not taken the 14-year-old to a doctor since 2020, according to the state attorney's office.
And when you found him, where was he? I'm sorry?
He was laying
crazy,
in his room
on the floor in his room?
Yeah.
Where had he been prior to that? Inside? Normal?
In the living room. He was fine.
Just hanging out in the
Watching
living
TV,
room?
yeah.
Okay.
Does he go to school?
No, he's not online. He does into online school.
Okay. Okay. So what's his learning ability like?
He's
is he high school?
No.
No.
He's still in middle school.
Middle school. What grade would be
He's in 7.
14, still in middle school. I was a sophomore in high school at 14.
7th? Okay. And no food allergies?
Yeah.
And
Peanuts, wheat, soy milk.
And do we have any of that in the house?
I mean, no. I mean, I eat it, but not.
I mean, is there a concern that maybe this is an allergic reaction?
No.
No. I know Officer Martin had already spoken
no
to you.
allergic reaction, no.
Okay.
As far as I could think of, unless he got into something and ate it himself. But
what made you go to the bedroom?
I was taking him his dinner.
You were taking him what?
His dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, come down to Lexington.
Okay.
Officials said the teen weighed just 33 pounds.
33 pounds?
Had fresh bruises on his face, linear scars across his back, legs, and torso, and sores in various places, suggesting long-term abuse and neglect. He was pronounced dead at a hospital a short time later. A medical examiner said Talia's son was severely malnourished.
Bro, I can't watch this shit no more, bro. I can't watch this shit no more, bro. It's just, no. I can't. That shit's trash, man. I just can't, you know what I mean? I just can't get into it with the kids, man. It just doesn't make sense for me to get into it with the kids. You know? You know, as a dad, right? As a dad, like, that's heartbreaking, man. It really is. It gets to me. It's the one thing that gets to me, man. I can't stand to see that shit. Moving on to our favorite resell, and my Steam Deck ain't uploading, bro. I have to do this shit manual now. Our favorite reseller here, Amazon Slacker, aka Amazon Trapper, bro. Using SellerAmp to avoid bad products. Last time we looked at this dude's videos, his products were complete ass, bro. Complete ass. Let's see what the hell he's talking now. You know what it is? I just have to, you know, I'm curious, man, because I can't believe that people put the information that they do. So let's see. I mean, benefit of the doubt. Let's see if he's giving out trash information again.
Yeah, I'm just
damn, this video is always mad loud, bro.
randomly scanning things that catch my eye. But no luck yet. So this is the same brand. Maybe this would be profitable.
Though those clusters are good though. I've had those to eat. Clusters are good.
Hopefully. This didn't even come up. Image scan, fruit and nut clusters. I don't know why this ain't coming up, but whatever. We'll move on. Shit says 2,000 times a month, but Amazon is controlling the buy box.
Oh, what? That never stopped them before, bro.
Now, I'm gonna add them to my store right now. And hopefully I'll get some sales before I get home. And I'm going to sell them for
$3 and get 50-cent profit, bro. Don't
actually,
lie.
I'm not gonna get them.
Oh, why?
Basically, the date is pretty close.
Dude was talking about getting Oreos before. Why aren't you getting these Oreos, bro?
And there's a person under the price that I want to sell for with a lot in stock. So I just don't want to risk waiting for that guy to sell out to sell mine.
Fudge covered Oreos
and I also
are
don't want
bomb.
to sell them for the price that he's selling them for. So You know, it's not gonna work. We can see what's up with these gluten-free packs. Gluten-free packs.
Gross.
No, that ain't gonna work. 23.
Give me gluten, bro.
Amazon is.
Give me all the gluten.
Not sharing the buy box on this. So
Amazon hardly ever shares the buy box on any of the products that it sells. Those are just facts.
let me pull this up for y'all. Because this would have been fire, right? Gluten-free is healthy. You know, everybody in America wants gluten-free now. Look, it's selling 7,000 times a month. The only reason why it's trash, Amazon is selling it for $12, and they have the whole buy box. It's not gonna work. Scooby-Doo snacks.
Bro, is he wearing a merce? Is my man wearing a merce, which is a male purse? What is going on, bro? What is that?
Typically, this is a good product, right? 60% ROI, but the profit is only 90 cents a box.
My man got a handbag on a friggin' strap.
So it's like, but nah, I'm not doing no work for no 90 cents, gang. Gotta be a dirtball to drink these. No way. Peppermint mocha, bro. So this product right here was fire. It was over 100% ROI, but I checked the buy box and Amazon controls it. They're not letting anybody else get a sale. They're the only one on the listing. So it's gonna be a no-go for this one. 16 bars is going for $37 on Amazon, but for 16 of them, I can get it for $4. But the fucking off with the BSR is crazy high. The BSR on this shit is nuts, but it's just not really selling that much. Like nuts in a bad way. Not a good nuts.
It's the thought process. Nuts.
Bro, my thought process is this location be fucking thinking $4.49, right? When I click this, it's showing that they only have one in stock, but that's cap. So I'm gonna buy these, hope to sell them for $10.90, and then not sell them to that price. Then it'll be fucking close. Like you would think that something like this would sell good, but it don't. Amazon is selling this for $4.50. Who could beat that price? Scanning the double nutties. Double ditty. Look, it's going for $2.90.
You ever see the Nutter Butter social media? It's really bizarre. It's like really bizarre.
$29, selling for $12.98. That's a $3 profit off each, you know what I mean? The double nutties. But I'm not really feeling the offer, to be honest. It's just like, it's just not really going down that much. It's kind of going up. When I see Amazon hogging that much of it, I know I could probably get a couple sales on this, but it's gonna take up so much room in my car. I don't feel like.
He changed his tune, bro. Last time he was like, oh, Amazon's on it. Amazon only got one. Amazon only has one. Meanwhile, it was one with a plus sign.
So I'm gonna scan a couple more. M&M coffee. All right, so back to my thought process. When I'm scanning things in the store, I'm looking for like big brands that catch my eye. Perfect example, M&M coffee. Like that's interesting. I feel like people would buy this on Amazon. So let's scan this one.
True.
I'm gonna image scan it. 2 of these going for 21, 14 in the store. I already know that ain't gonna work. Small consumable products like this coffee, I'm gonna assume that whoever's buying this probably is gonna drink more than 6 of them in a week. You know what I'm saying? So my gears are turning and it's telling me that it's probably sold in a multi-pack. So I'm not even gonna use Seller Amp to scan this. I'm just gonna scan it right on Amazon, the Amazon app. Yeah, look at that, 2-pack. So
2-pack.
Let's pull this listing up. Find out how much is this, $8. No margins on there. But it's gonna hit, watch, we're gonna get one. Same thing with these teas, right? I feel like people are probably ordering more than one at a time. All right, how much is this? $3.79. We got a 6-pack going for $31. And that's not gonna give us much margin. A la Maison de Provence. Yeah, I mean, so 3-pack right here is gonna be $15 to buy. I can sell it for $30. Just under 30% ROI, $4.49 profit. You know, if you're already sending out an FBA shipment, it's nothing to just include this in your shipment. So why not? So here's the listing for this. A lot of people are out scanning. You know, if you were out and you
was he in Home Goods right now at TJ Maxx? It looks like I can see the price tags.
Didn't see a barcode, you probably would just keep moving. So make sure you're actually using this Amazon app to pull the listing up. Now I can get the ASIN, copied on Seller Amp. The rank wasn't the best. Yeah, the rank is not the best. This product is not really having that much motion, but you know, if you did want to try and sell this, it's an 80% ROI. Oh,
BSR is blinking red.
Amazon's choice. 30% ROI. We're going for at least $6. Nah, I don't think we're gonna hit it. Nah, we're not hitting. Nah, too expensive. These Nike and Adidas hats caught my eye.
I love Nike and Adidas hats, especially if you can get them lower than $10. Hats don't go on sale a lot in Florida, but in Massachusetts, they're very seasonal.
Retail is $18. It's being sold here for $10, but I feel like it's probably being sold on Amazon for a little bit more. Let's see if we can scalp. I'm gonna be FBMing this. It's gonna cost me $4. Hella sales. No margins on this one. At $10. See, if that hat was like $6, it would work. $13 negative margins.
He showed the product, bro. Show the goddamn numbers, man. I wonder if he got slack for that other video. And now he's like, oh shit, I ain't showing my numbers no more.
That ain't busting. Check this shit out. We got the black variation. Sometimes you gotta put in some serious work to find the listings. All right, so this fool, FBM, is selling it for $26.99. He has the buy box. It's only a 20.
And I guarantee you he ain't selling Nike no more. He ain't selling Nike no more because Nike regated everybody.
22% ROI currently at that price, but I can see that this stock is flying. So realistically, I think I could probably get like a couple more dollars. I could probably sell these for like 28, which is still right around 30% ROI. I personally am not really feeling this.
Bro's not feeling 30% ROI on some socks, but he's feeling making less than $2 profit on a grocery item.
So I'm not gonna grab this one. So I just literally walked in the store, scanned these with the Amazon app because I knew it was gonna be a multi-pack listing. Throw the 8s in here, and I can't sell it because the brand is the only one on the listing. And holy shit. A 6-pack of these is $40 profit. The BSR is ass, I know, but we can see that in the last 3 months.
So right there, if the BSR is ass, then you know you ain't selling it.
There have been people selling this, right? There were 7 offers, and these fools all sold out. And then somebody else had it, and then these fools sold out again. But every 6 of these shits is a, what? $41. See, now it's like, do I want to buy a bunch of these and risk sitting on them for this amount of profit? Maybe.
Bro is questioning $40 profit. If he really made $40 profit, why is there even a question? Why is there even a question? I don't know, man. I just don't get it. I don't get it or him, bro. I don't get it. Oh my goodness. All right, gang. I gotta do some editing. I wanted to hop on here real quick, hang out for a little bit. Appreciate y'all checking us out. Appreciate y'all hanging out. And I'll be on again soon. I'll probably be on again Wednesday. I might come on tomorrow for a little bit of gaming. I want to continue the Dragon Quest 3 that I'm playing. I haven't been able to play it. I gotta grind. I gotta grind on the DQ3. But we'll be back soon. Be safe. Happy Easter, everybody. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.